Hello, hello. Who can hear me? Who can see me? Good to be back. Fourth day in a row streaming. How are you guys? Oh my gosh. Hopefully I figured out all of the tech issues before getting on stream tonight, so we won't have a repeat of yesterday. Hey, Lauren. Good to see you guys. I'm trying to make sure that you guys don't have to see the phone. I had it set up so perfectly so that it was all like concealed. I felt like so professional almost. I also have a notepad tonight, so that's cool. Hey, Clumpson. Hey, Noah. Salt Mountain. Hi. Welcome back, you guys. Good to have you back. I never thought I'd stream this many days in a row, but here we are. We're on game number 4. We're on Treasure in the Royal Tower. This is that one that you need to know stuff about Marie Antoinette. I think somebody mentioned it in the chat last night. It's a really fun game. It's probably longer than any other game that we've played so far, so it should be interesting. There's some very interesting puzzles. And yeah, I have chocolate milk tonight and Toblerones. So I've got my snackies and I've got my notepad. And yeah, we're just going to get into the game if you guys are ready. How was your day? Did everybody have a good day? Try to do a fancy hotkey. See if I can get into the game. Super streamlined. Hey, AJ. Good to see you. If this works. Yes! Yes! Hotkey! No void tonight, baby! I got it! Thank you. Everybody say thank you to my brother who taught me how to do that today. There's no tripping out in the void for us tonight, friends. We're moving up in the world. Alright, so this game, Nancy is going to be going to Wisconsin, I believe. Yes, thank you, Spencer. I don't know if you're watching at all, but if you are, everybody's very grateful that you taught me how to use hotkeys on stream. Alright, let's just jump into this game. Nancy will tell us everything that we need to know.
Hi there, it's me.
Which is nice, because that's usually my job as the commentator, so.
Mystery. Treasure in the Royal Tower. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click the tutorial button first for a few tips on how to play the game.
Nancy, I think we're good. We're gonna go Senior Detective.
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in. The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind.
It's beautiful, though.
The owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business.
Yeah, we don't meet Christy at any point at all. She's just not there. He's like, hey, Nancy, come help me, but I'm not going to be there at all.
I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. After all, this is a vacation, right? I have big
Hey, Patrick.
plans to explore the castle. That Ezra Wickford, the
Oh, your niece has been reading Nancy Drew. I love that.
character to have built such an
I have not seen the CW show.
It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing. And I noticed one of the towers is totally different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet, the French ski instructor.
Oh, spare me.
She'll be the first to know if he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never...
There's always a guy that Nancy's supposed to be completely in love with. And I'm just like, why?
Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Chuck looks guilty of something. Noah, yeah, Nancy never catches a break. Even when she's just like, alright, quiet time away to chill out after I solved 3 consecutive crimes. And the universe is like, nope, you're stuck in a castle with a criminal. What a terrible place to be trapped in a fabulous castle, right? It's beautiful. Out of the Snow. The CW show is dark AF. Interesting. I should watch it at some point. Alright, here's our room card. We need this so that we don't get locked out. I wonder what would happen if I left without taking it. I wonder if the game would let me. I should have tried. Or maybe I would have broken the game. And she isn't even getting paid. Yes, Nancy is working on a volunteer basis. Alright, so this thing says that our locker is number 310, and our combination is 517. We'll need that later. Let's see. Nancy's got a sweet little room, just like in the last game. This is Sassy Detective Magazine, which is a magazine that I wish was real. But it's Nancy's favorite magazine, and this particular issue, this page is teaching us how to dust for fingerprints, so I'm sure that's foreshadowing.
Sounds like the radiator is broken.
The radiator's hella loud. This room is beautiful. Look at it. Look at the purple and the windows. I love this. Super cute. We have a clock, just like in the last game. We have a phone, which I'm not going to use just yet, because there's nothing to talk to anybody about yet. In here. A menu. Maybe back ribs with Creature of the Night barbecue sauce. Huh. Diggity, all you can eat fried chicken drumsticks for only $10 is not bad. Magazines were still the norm. Oh yeah, no, like I still get magazines delivered. It's funny because I wish Sassy Detective was a real magazine, but yes, back in 2001 they were very, very big. Anchovy Heaven Caesar salad. Actually, I think that's supposed to sound gross, but I can dig it. I love me some Caesar salad. Better than nothing broccoli surprise. Yeah, the veggie alternative. Damn, this is for 7 minutes. Again, Cameron, we're glad to have you here, but do not feel bad. You did not miss much at all. We're just getting started. Yeah. Alright, here's Nancy's trusty suitcase. That's the word I was looking for. This tells me a bunch of stuff about the castle. And yep, I think that's all I can look at in here, so I'm going to leave. Used to get those gossipy teen magazines and full of truth. LOL. Yeah, the gossipy teen ones with like the surveys that you could fill out, and it would like tell you like which member of NSYNC was your soulmate. Those were the best. What's the dealio here? Murder, stolen treasure. So we actually don't know yet. All we know is Nancy has arrived here on vacation, and a massive blizzard has trapped her in this castle with a bunch of other people. I left the room without reading the fire escape plaque. Was there a fire escape plaque? If there was, that would be fortuitous, since there's always fire with Nancy Drew. Alright, here's a suspect.
Hello, Miss Drew. Did you get squared away upstairs?
He does not like us. He does not like his job. He does not like his life, apparently. I feel bad.
Thanks, Mr. Egan. My room is charming, but I think there's something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise, too. Would you mind checking it out for me?
Sorry about
painting
that
might be
inconvenience.
clues. I'll check out the
but you're just
painting
gonna
in a
have to
second.
Sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on
Cabin
duty
fever
while the
scenario,
doors
yes.
open. And around here, it seems like even if it ain't broke, it still needs fixing. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. And now, to make matters worse, there have been a couple of incidents.
Yeah, no, a giant blizzard has trapped everybody, not lizard, though that would be hilarious. Oh, if they made a movie version, I feel like Patrick Stewart would play Dexter.
What kind of incidents?
Someone vandalized our historic library. Really turned the place upside down. The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Why would anyone want to vandalize the library?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb went off.
Nancy Drew meets
Books
Godzilla.
everywhere.
I can
Somebody hacked a
definitely
big
get
hole in
behind
one of
that.
the walls. I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
breaks into a library and trashes it.
Wow, a hole in the wall? What do you think they were looking for?
I have a
can't tell,
notepad.
but
I do.
someone's
I have a
definitely
notepad.
after something.
He's also giving me Ghost Butler guy from Haunted Mansion vibes. Yes. Terrence Stamp? Is that his name? Yes. You can also see him pulling it off.
What else has gone wrong?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me in a terrible flap.
Ooh,
saying our
Professor
room's been
Hotchkiss.
robbed. I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what she want me to do about it?
Nancy versus Godzilla should have been in the new Chip and Dale movie. That would have been absolutely amazing. So Professor Hotchkiss, we're gonna meet her later. She ends up actually being a kind of a semi-reoccurring character in the games. And this is her debut game, and she is quite the character, and I love her.
Sounds like you're swamped, Mr. Egan. Is there any way I can help?
Halfway through the film, they recast
Hotchkiss
Patrick for
has a pair of
Terrence.
ski
No
boots in the
explanation
basement.
given.
The Frenchman's been working on him for her, but he won't deliver him. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring them up to her, it might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
Sure, I'm not doing anything else.
Can
Please
you
fix
do
my
something
radiator.
about My radiator?
Sorry, not yet.
So, how long have you been working here?
A while.
He is a man of many words.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Well, actually, sometimes he actually is. Sometimes he's... I don't think I can actually zoom in on any of these paintings. I felt like I could. Sometimes you give him... Oh, here we go. There's something. Sometimes he gives you nothing but words. And then sometimes he's just like, how long you been working here? A while. Scram. Bunch of postcards. Alright. Making sure that my... Aha! Keeping my chat from freezing. Oh! Another person.
Hi,
Another
I'm
person.
Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it.
Hi,
Dexter
Lisa.
locked it up. He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
Yeah, Dexter just told me the library is a
She looks like
disaster
Elisa.
area, and that it's totally off limits.
Too bad, huh? I'm dying to see what they did to it.
I like how she's just started up a conversation with us and, like, we don't know
Dexter has
anything
lost the
about
key to
her.
The library somewhere around his desk.
I guess you've really got your finger on the pulse around here. Any other castle scandal I should know about?
Oh, we got scandal, honey. Professor Hotchkiss is claiming she's been robbed, for one thing. But the real scandal is downstairs. His name is Jacques Brunet.
What's the scandal with Jacques Brunet?
Va-va-voom.
They look
Scandal
like
of
snowshoes,
business, of course.
Salt
Didn't you
Mountain.
watch the
I
last
think
Winter
they're
Olympics?
snowshoes,
He's
so you
France's
can walk
big
through the
cheese
snow
of
without
skiing.
sinking.
He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom.
She does sound
but
more
he
like an
totally
actual
choked the
teenager than
games.
Nancy.
I guess he's washed up now. But at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
Game was in, you know, sim language, Simlish. I would be entertained and then frustrated.
So who's Professor Hotchkiss?
Oh my gosh! Wait till you hear this. Hotchkiss is this nutty.
Yeah,
old
she's
woman
very
who's always
gossipy,
typing
Lisa.
and talking to herself in her room. I was
Nancy
walking
really
through the
said
door
spill all
earlier,
the tea.
and I
Yeah,
heard her
she's just like,
screaming
tell
that her room
me
had been robbed.
everything. Although I think she technically said Jacques' scandal is that he's too hot, which is odd.
You said she's a professor. Do you know what she teaches?
I'm really not sure. She just kept wailing, my theory, my theory. I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
Same.
Espanol?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest, and this place is one of the
Okay,
weirdest.
so she's a photojournalist,
Did you
so
know
she's technically a
Ezra
guest.
Whitford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like
Voice and
50
CGI
years?
don't match up at all. Yeah, that's fair. I've played this game enough times that it's just kind of like melded into my brain that this is Lisa and this is what she sounds like, but yes, I totally get that.
You must know a great deal about this place.
Not really, but I sure want to get into that tower that came from France. It'd be great for my story. Too bad Wickford sealed it off.
Okay, so there is
Maybe
a
it's just
separate
ghosts,
tower
those
that
creepy
came
noises
from
at night.
France.
I wonder why he didn't want anyone to go into the tower.
Creepy, right? I mean, did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle
Maybe
Turns
it's
or what?
swearing.
Well, you probably wanna
Hotchkiss
get
just
set
has
up.
like the
I wonder
worst
what we're
potty
gonna do
mouth
with
of all
ourselves
time.
While we're all cooped up in this place.
Yeah, they did slow down the character movements, which I think was a good choice.
Stay warm.
Not seeing as much like twitchiness from other characters. What's this down here? A lot of rooms and oh yeah. So we have an elevator here. It's an old-timey elevator. And this is the
It's locked.
infamous library that's locked. So there's also a lot of hallways that if you see me just not going down a hallway, it's probably because it leads to a dead end because this game has a bunch of those. I've never played the original Sims. I've played 3 and 4 a lot. Drew Carey showing up at your party? That sounds like fun. I was obsessed with The Sims back in the day. I still could, like, burn way too much time on there. Like this right here, by the way. This, when we're coming this way, this whole area is just gonna lead to a dead end.
Dead end.
So you just kind of learn to avoid the dead ends. Castle is very big. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so this is where Jacques will be, but he's not here. What is this? You can steal a paintbrush from him, though, so that's cool. What are his hours? When is he here? 9 a.m. to 12, and then 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Oh, okay, so we're, like, right in the middle of him being on break. One of the dead ends might open up to a secret passageway. Maybe. There's a lot of secret passageway. Dead ends in games are frustrating. It is frustrating. I've played this game enough that I've just kind of figured it out, but... yeah, I don't know. So apparently the guy in-game who built the castle was just like, hey, wouldn't it be funny to have a bunch of dead ends in the castle? I think it's a nod to, oh, what is it called? The Winchester Mansion? The lady who just, like, kept building and building her house, and there's all these, like, weird dead ends, but, like, he did one of those. Alright, so this is supposed to be our locker, by the way, so let me just try to open this while I'm here. 5... 1... 7, I believe is the code.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
Your mom made you stop playing when she realized you could kill your Sims. Yeah, the Sims are... they weren't it wasn't super popular with my parents either, but, you know. When we're gonna do the meme stream, I'm gonna be streaming through these games for a little while. I keep forgetting that I said we were gonna do that, but it will happen eventually. I think that would be really funny. I'd love to review... okay, so by the way, I just completely forgot to talk about it, but the locker is broken. And also, this light is out, so there's a lot going on today, so... let me skip to 2 so that I can talk to Jacques, so that I can start getting some stuff done. But yeah, I think it would be really fun to cover some of those, like, OG YouTube viral videos and memes and things. Because you start to realize that some of them are, like, 15 years old at this point. Hassle in the Castle. That's what it would be called if this was a Scooby-Doo episode. I think isn't there an episode called something like Hassle in the Castle of Scooby-Doo? Yes. My brain caught up to the joke you were making, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a Scooby-Doo episode. Radiator is still loud as hell, by the way. Whoop. At least once every game, my mouse does this fun thing where it's just like, no, I'm done. Let's start a save file for this game while I'm thinking about it, just so that nothing gets lost. It's gonna take them 4 more games to realize that they should dump you back into the game once you save, like, automatically. And it's a tiny thing, but once we get there, I'm so happy to be there. Oh, you watch Scooby-Doo in a different language? That's cool. I love Scooby-Doo. Oh god, Annoying Orange and Fred just brought back so many flashbacks. Loud Radiators would be a good name for a band. It really would. Yeah, I'd love to stay here too. It looks beautiful. Like, can we just have a vacation? Nancy can just not solve the crime and we can just, like, go skiing and stuff. That'd be fun. Potter Puppet Pals. Oh my god. Yeah, Daphne is hard to spell. I can definitely relate to not knowing how to spell that. There he is.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
I've actually never played Resident Evil.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Nancy Drew. I'm here on vacation. What's your excuse?
My excuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, what brings a professional skier from France to Wisconsin? Why not
Just dragging his
Well,
life
it's
choices while we're
I'm
here.
for Isabelle, mon petit chou.
Oh.
She's an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me. That is excuse enough to be in Wisconsin, n'est-ce pas? And besides,
He's
I am not the
relocated
first
for his
French work of art to
fiancée.
end up here.
Did he just call himself a work of art? I mean, confidence. He has confidence.
Ah, so you came halfway across the world for love. That's a fun
Resident Evil is the hardcore Clancy brew. I love it.
As soon as possible.
Are you
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about his wedding.
Do not ask me about the affairs of my heart, Nancy, or I would think you were trying to steal it. But tell
Oh,
me,
don't
how
hit
you
on me.
spend
You
your
have a
time here, Nancy?
fiance.
I'm dying to have a look inside that library. I heard it was vandalized. Do you know anything?
Nancy, a pretty girl should not worry herself with this type of thing while she is on vacation.
He hasn't gotten married
I should
yet.
warn you,
She
that
was just
is
asking him, like,
very
if they'd planned a
protective, this
date or
place.
whatever, and he was like,
It
don't
is
ask
not
me
the
those
kind
kind of
people
things.
Snooping around where they should
He
not.
does. He is kind of ripped. He's got some very big biceps.
Thanks for the tip, but I think
Oh,
Dexter
you mean
and I
crappy
are getting
relationship.
along
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just fine.
Yeah, he
Get
doesn't
along
seem
just
very
fine, you
excited to
say?
get married.
Ah, a woman who knows her own powers of persuasion. Elle est dangereuse, no? Ciao.
Ciao. I did not actually get to ask you
Ah,
anything
Nancy,
important.
Comment ça va?
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila, I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Lisa told me you were in the Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating,
He said ciao.
humiliating.
Yeah, he was all about French, and then he said ciao. That was a switch up.
Oh, what happened?
It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on
Yeah,
my
Jacques
face
is
with
kind
my
of giving
family,
me Joey
country,
Fatone and NSYNC
the
energy.
rest of the world watching.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off?
I talked over it, but he has a
The
tragic
original
backstory
owner
about being a
imported it
failure
from
at the
France.
Olympics.
It comes from the Chateau Rochemont. in
Germans say
Italian
ciao all the
France,
time.
near where I grew
Interesting.
up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when
I
she
mean,
was in
Americans say
France.
ciao all the time, so I guess
Until
it's just a
the Australian
universal
Day
thing.
Revolution, that is.
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
I need to bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Do you have them?
Yes, I fixed her. boots.
Yeah,
But you should
Jacques
relax
is just
by the
pretending
fire,
to be
sipping
French.
cocoa, Nancy.
In
Not
in
right
reality,
for
he's like
Dexter.
from Arkansas, and he's just doing a
I'll talk
fake
to you later.
accent.
Bye.
Hi, Jacques. All right. So he gave us the boot so we can go talk to Hotchkiss, but he also told us to try the locker next to... not this locker, but this locker. He says our code will work on that. Yeah, this guy had a lot to say. Alright, well it opened, but somebody else is clearly using the locker. Alright, who's using this locker? Okay, there is a letter in Spanish that I cannot read because I don't read Spanish. And oh, it's Lisa. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fake IDs. Lisa has 5 fake IDs. She's really Canadian but pretending to be French. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, Nancy doesn't need to be told to snoop. So this is Lisa's stuff. She's got 5 fake IDs. And by the way, didn't she say she didn't speak Spanish? Weird. That's not true, it looks like. So I'll have to talk to her about that. This is us. Yeah, I wonder what her excuse for having 3 fake IDs is going to be. Because I'd love to hear that. Let's call the elevator. Mostly because I'm too lazy to go all the way up the stairs again. Yeah, the graphics are still quite old. They have a charm to them, though. That thing with caution tape in the locker. No, it only lets me look at the passports and the, the letter. Those are the only 2 things. You just wanted to show off all the terrible wigs. Like the other character with a bunch of fake IDs. Yeah. I think I know what you're saying. She could be a spy. Oh, the music just stopped. That was weird. Okay, you always know when you're getting close to Hotchkiss's room because you can hear the typing of the typewriter. This is her room. Yeah, I agree. I think we should be able to click on the caution tape too.
Is that Jacques with my boots?
No.
Actually, it's
Nancy with your
Drew.
boots.
But I do have your boots for you.
Oh, good. Boots, fine.
Time to fight the boss.
Thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Oh, and it seems I'm out of
Why are we being
shade.
so suspicious
I'll
right
just
now,
have to tip
Professor?
over next time, Mandy.
That's not my name.
It's Nancy, and I'm happy to leave the boots. But if you're not too busy, Professor, I'd just like to introduce myself properly and ask you a couple of questions.
Questions, yes, and proper introduction sounds lovely, but not now, maybe later.
Alright. And she just closes the door in her face. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. She's a fanfic writer? Yes, this is my new theory. She's in there writing fan fiction. Okay, so here's how we give her the boots. We leave them there, and this is my favorite thing. We turn around. We hear the door open and close before we take 2 steps, and the boots are gone. She just yoinked them. She's very suspicious. Alright. We gave her boots back, so let's go tell Dexter that we did that. We don't have anything else to do. Oh my god, she's writing My Immortal. This is my new headcanon. She is the secret author of My Immortal, the Harry Potter fanfiction. Yeah, she could just be an introvert. I am similar with people that I don't know. Yeah, who does Hotchkiss ship in her fanfics is my question.
About my radiator, Mr. Egan. Do you think you'll be able to fix it anytime soon?
Sorry, not yet. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell.
Yeah,
Can
I
you check
know.
the circuit breaker in the basement
I saw it.
and make
It
sure
was,
it's
it
working.
was really out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be
See ya,
salty.
Mr. Egan.
Bye, kiddo.
Can I
Did you
ask about
figure out the
anything else?
problem with the circuit breaker?
No.
Okay.
I
See ya,
literally
Mr.
just
Egan.
left.
You're a trooper.
Alright. Oh, Lisa's gone. Right, so we've got to get this light to turn on. And it's a little bit of a puzzle because you've got to get the light to turn on without messing up other things. Like if you do it wrong, Nancy doesn't have any power to her room and then she can't use her clock, which is imperative to skipping time in the game. So if I'm remembering correctly, you turn all the left ones to the left, all the right ones to the right, except for this one. That's the one that you don't do anything with. And then there's a couple that you turn back. So let me just try that and see if that works. And it's really just a guess and check. I just have to kind of keep going and figuring it out. All right, so that did not work. Let's try. Dexter's fully pretending to shuffle paper so he doesn't have to do anything. I agree. I think he's just putting off fixing my radiator. The professor ships herself with Jock. Yeah. She seems into Jock for sure. Try that. Everybody seems to be into Jock.
It's too dark. I should take the elevator.
All right. Come on, Nancy. We can figure this out. Try that. I didn't already. Yeah, Nancy's working as an unpaid employee on her quote-unquote vacation. All right, that doesn't work either. Okay, hang on. This is one of those puzzles that it doesn't need to be this complicated. It's just one of those things where it's like, I get it, but you have to keep going back and forth and checking, and there's no way you know what to do. You just have to know. Okay. +1, the light is on. I fixed the light. Lighter to burn off the excess, then take deep breath to smell. I feel like that's not accurate. A little rough around the edges. Yeah, he does kind of have Jeff Tucker vibes. I will concede. Radiator's still busted.
Wonder if the power's on.
Yeah, see, so if you do it wrong, things like this happen and you have to go back and fix it. So let me just figure that out before I move on, because otherwise it's gonna get very annoying later on down the road. Oh, okay. I think I already tried this, but I'll try it anyway. Remember, it was something to do with those switches. Yeah, the radiator sounds angry. It sounds like some thing about to bubble over. I don't know how Nancy's supposed to be expected to sleep in that. Like, sleep through that.
I wonder if the power's on.
Yeah, the power's busted. Hang on. Oh my gosh. So we've met how many characters? Have we met all of them? We've met all of them now. There's Jacques. We've kind of met Professor Hotchkiss, although we can't really see her very well. And then there's Lisa and Dexter. What's that? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sounds like there's something wrong with not just the radiator, but like the entire internal plumbing of her room. Bless you. I like to imagine that the game developers thought they were very funny for putting in a burp noise right there.
I wonder if the power's on.
Oi. Yeah, I hate this puzzle because it's just guess and check, and they make you run back and forth. And back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Oh, I can see that it's broken. So, while we're working on this, how is everybody? It says little red light. Yeah, the plug lights on. Yeah, it's weird the way that they did it. The game is just being the game. Try that. It's literally just a guess and check thing, and they're just like, haha, you're gonna make you burn like 15 minutes just trying to mess with this thing. Right. I don't like when they give you puzzles that are just time waster puzzles. It's under my skin. There we go. Okay. So my clock is back and the lights are back. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that's done. And what else? Should I go back to Dexter? I should go back to Dexter. Because right now, I'm just doing Dexter's chores. And to be fair, it's designed to make me get familiarized with the castle, because it's pretty big. Good morning. Ooh, flu vaccines are the worst, Laser. I mean, it's great to get them, but they always make you feel exhausted.
I don't want to pester you, Mr. Egan, but the radiator...
Thanks for dealing with the circuit.
Oh, I'm glad that the streams help you unwind. That's what I was really hoping for. It's part of the reason why I wanted to stream these games specifically, because they're just calm. I'm sorry work has been hard. Sorry, Dexter, I wasn't paying attention. What did you say? I need to figure out what Hotchkiss wants for food. Okay, I can do that. No, unfortunately, we never see Jeff. Jeff is just a character forgotten to time, and I think that's unfortunate, because he is quite a character. Can we take a moment to take in this giant painting of Marie Antoinette? Alright, Professor...
Ugh, Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Calm down.
Nancy again. Dexter needs to know what you want for dinner.
Oh, hard to think of food candy when I'm riding the raging rapids of my theory. Oh, right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But
Energy globules,
tell
huh?
Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes,
I like
couscous
couscous.
for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you
Got
next
Eleanor
time,
Pendleton
Danny.
outside Hotchkiss's room. Who is... You mean the painting? Let me see. I don't know. I think you're right. I think they do actually reuse this design for Eleanor in a later game. I've never caught that before. I love that. Antoinette just couldn't... Yeah, Marie Antoinette. Oh dear. Very depressing story in history. Candy Drew, yes. Oh, that's cool that you volunteer, Laser. Yeah, Virginia Woolf never had to deal with such interruptions is my new favorite way to tell someone to leave me alone, too. Her hair was so big because it was full of secrets. I love it. Where am I going? I completely missed where I was supposed to be going. I was supposed to go tell Dexter that she wants couscous. Here I am.
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it.
Oh,
Tell
how have you
her to
never
order
heard of
something off the
couscous?
menu.
There's no way you've never heard of couscous.
Okay.
You just don't want to make
Mr. Egan?
couscous.
Bye, kiddo.
Alright. Hey, Professor, you can't have couscous. Not really the vibe of this place, I guess.
Is that my couscous already?
Oh, you don't know what couscous is? Couscous, I'm pretty sure, is like, well, now watch me be wrong about what couscous is. I think it's like, technically in the pasta family. Ground sesame seeds, something like that. I've had it before. Apparently, I don't know exactly what it is, but...
In the house. You'll need to choose something from
He's
the
never
hotel
heard of
menu.
couscous,
Well, I
at
don't
least?
have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Oh, be a doll and fetch me one, will you, Tata?
Okay, well, thankfully I have a menu with me, so...
Did you get the menu?
Sure did. How about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please. Nice and easy. No funny stuff.
Why are you acting like I'm giving you contraband, Professor?
Oh, baby back ribs, yes.
It is steamed granules of wait, steamed granules of rolled wheat. Thank you, Lauren.
Sandwich,
I really wanted to Google it, and then I was like, oh.
Meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please.
50
Chicken,
drumsticks.
that is. Cluck, cluck.
50 drumsticks? Damn. My pre-AP, excuse me, history teacher used a small guillotine to decapitate Barbie in class? That's terrifying. Many times I had to look up what it actually was. Yeah. As soon as I was asked to explain what it was, I was like, you know, it's couscous.
Sure.
You know how couscous
50
is.
drumsticks.
It's
Whatever
good.
you
I love
want.
couscous.
Rock and roll, dear.
Rock and roll, dear. I like the professor. Yeah, 50 drumsticks. 25... I'm just picturing 25 chickens without legs because of Professor Hotchkiss. 50 sparrow drumsticks. Look, if she wants 50 drumsticks, it's all the same to me. I just want to be able to go on with solving my mystery.
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then. Drumsticks we got.
She's hiding people in there. I don't know what
But I
she's got
guess
in there,
Jacques
but
better
she
take that
clearly
bag of
is
chicken
up to
legs out of the
something.
freezer. Will you
She is
tell him?
very
And then
hangry.
take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
Aw, he gave me the rest of the day off for my
Okay.
unpaid
See you,
job.
Mr. Egan?
Bye, kiddo.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less from the writer of My Immortal. 50 drumsticks on her own. Yeah, the Barbie doll guillotine thing would definitely strike fear into all of the students, I have a feeling. Jock. Of course he's not here. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:30. He's off the clock. Alright. Let me skip... What, am I gonna skip to the next day? She's just not gonna eat food for the next day? Alright. She doesn't seem to care that much, so I think it's fine. Yeah, if it wasn't an Eve for Everyone game, you'd probably be waiting for a dead body. What happened? Oh. Oh, we're stuck in the elevator. Can I hit the alarm? Nope, the alarm doesn't work. The stop doesn't work. Everything's busted. Huh. Here we go. Up here.
I'm not sure if I can make it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump. I just wanted to see. I'm not gonna try to, like, scale this gap. That seems dangerous. Right. Right.
You.
Jump! She requires the essence of poultry to fuel her shipping fanfic. Exactly. Alright, so we have now gotten stuck in the elevator. So I guess now I have to fix the elevator too. I think I can just, like, reset it down by the breaker. But let me at least change time so that while I'm down there I can tell Jacques about the chicken. the chicken drumsticks. Oh my god, the radiator. It's gonna drive me insane. 10 a.m. I think 10 a.m. is fair. Back down to the basement. I'll take the stairs out of safety. Although I don't think it's ever gonna... Well, we can't take the elevator because it's broken. That's right, I have to fix it. Yeah, he's supposed to fix the radiator, and he's like, I'm just too busy. Meanwhile, Nancy's doing all of the work, and the radiator's still not fixed. Alright, that should have fixed the elevator, so that should be fine.
Ah, Nancy, ¿cómo se va?
Dexter needs you to defrost that.
I need your chicken legs.
Oh, la, la, la.
Like all of them.
I am
50 chicken
the
legs.
chef.
I'll talk to you later.
A bientôt.
I like how Jacques just hates every tiny little thing that his boss makes him do. I go complain to Dexter about how I got stuck in the elevator. Excited for the next time we talk to Lisa. Nancy inevitably goes like, so why do you have 5 IDs? Yeah, let me go find Lisa, see if we can talk to her. She disappeared right when I wanted to talk to her. The game was just like, nope, you don't get to talk to Lisa.
Hi there, how's it going?
So tell me more about the life of a photojournalist.
Do you commit identity fraud quite
Well, there's
often?
nothing glamorous about the pay, I can tell you that much.
You know, the poor professor hasn't
There
eaten
was a
since
whole
yesterday.
mix-up with the lockers, and I accidentally opened yours.
Yeah, and?
Well,
Well, I was kind of confused. I was just trying to see whose stuff was in there, and I found a bunch of IDs in your bag. They all had
Lisa,
your
why
picture
are you so sus?
and other people's names on them.
A savvy photojournalist always carries a couple of alternate identities, Nancy. When you're working under deadline, you don't always have time to play by the rules. I'm sure you know what I mean.
So she's got fake IDs because journalism? Interesting.
Does your job take you to exotic
Am I supposed to believe that, like,
places?
every journalist has a
Is
bunch of
lot
fake
travel.
IDs?
Too bad I'm so useless with foreign languages.
I'm dying to find a way into that tower. Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Keep me posted.
So Lisa's explanation is she is a journalist, so she needs fake IDs. I mean, I guess if she goes undercover a lot, I guess that's a
Did you see I
thing,
fixed
but...
your radiator?
Huh.
I was in the elevator and it got stuck.
Did you fix...
between
Did you
floors.
come in the middle of the
I had
night?
at the top, and I just barely made it up to the floor above. Do you think you'll be able to fix it?
Well, I doubt it.
Yeah, she's like a journalist who will 100% break the law to beat another journalist to the story.
Shaft anymore. It's dangerous in there.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Alright, so he did not seem very, put out by the fact that we almost died. Oh well. Okay, what am I gonna do? We ever got our chicken
Is that
legs.
you, Brandy? Oh,
Not
glad
my
you're
name, but
here.
thank you.
At the moment, my
Lisa's
theory is
secretly Lois
rising
Lane.
like a magnificent souffle. I need to collect a few more ingredients, if you will, but it's a delicate situation.
Yeah, she didn't explain why
If
she
I
lied
lay
about
my
not being able to
bowl
speak
even
Spanish.
For a moment, I fear the souffle will come crashing down in a heap.
Okay. You're cooking a souffle in there?
What do you need me for, Professor?
What I need is some information about the castle. Hard numbers.
Okay.
I've come to the conclusion that you are an enterprising and faithful soul. Therefore, I have decided to entrust you with this important mission. Who knows?
Yeah, they wanted to save on the animation for
I whisked
Hotchkiss.
you away from the hotel business to be my personal research assistant.
Oh my god, that's gotta be quite the
Well,
experience.
Professor Hotchkiss, I'm not actually in the hotel business, but I'd love to help.
Marvelous! Here's what I need to know. How many days before her 38th birthday was Marie Antoinette executed? I'll be very eager to hear what you come
is-
up with. But
I
please,
thought she wanted
don't
hard
disturb
numbers
me
about the
unless you have
castle.
answer.
How many days before her 38th birthday was Marie Antoinette executed? Well, I know that we'll be able to find the information somewhere in the game, and I know exactly where that somewhere is, because there are books over here. Yeah, there are books up here. One of them is going to tell me about Marie Antoinette. Marie Antoinette, born in Vienna, Austria, November 2nd, 1955. Okay, so... or 1955, 1755. Jeez, she's not a modern woman. All right, so November 2nd is her birthday. Let's see, when did she die? When did she die? Marie Antoinette was brought before a revolutionary tribunal on October 14th. And guillotined 2 days later. So on the 16th, she died. Math. 9 days? Am I doing that math correctly? 9 days. The 16th of October to the 2nd of November is 9 days. That math? That math doesn't math. Is it 7 days? This is not hard math. I don't know why I can't do that in my head. No, it's more than that. Okay, 16th. Wait, I'm dumb. Okay. 16th to the 26th is 10 days. Plus another 5 gets you to the 31st, plus another 2. 17 days. There you go. I got there. 17 days. Okay, wait. 17. 17 days. Oh, she was young. She was only... Oof. She was very, very young. That's horrifying. Yes, math is very hard. Thank you for understanding. All right. 17 days. That's what I'm going with. If I get it wrong, she's just going to give me a different question. I do remember that from the last time I played.
Yes. Did you find the information I asked you for?
Yup.
Good, but I need you to write it down so I don't forget.
Feel that? All right. She slides the paper under the door. All right. 17. Final answer.
Thank you. Let me do some calculations to see if this is correct. Eureka!
Hell
If
yeah.
there's one thing I like in a young person, it's ingenuity. Now, I've got work to do. Time to stir the cauldron and stoke the fire. But if you'd like to talk, I'll be holding office hours in the lobby between 3 and 6 a.m. Meet me then.
All right. 3 and 6 a.m. We actually get to talk to her in person. Well, we've been talking to her in person, but like, we get to see like her out in the open, which is nice. Yeah, I think she's the 4th sister from Hocus Pocus. That's my new 3 to 6 a.m. Who needs sleep? No one, apparently. And definitely not Nancy. Remember yesterday where we were up at like 2 in the morning in-game? It's going to be like that. Anything in my inventory, pretty much. Also, I never mailed this letter. I think I was supposed to do that. Oh, well. The letter that she wrote her friends. Alright, so let's go to 3 a.m. You hear that quiet radiator? Look at that. Ooh. Oil can. That Nancy just takes. Probably a dirty, greasy oil can. And it's just like, oh, this is mine now. The return of the oil can. Yes. We did not get it in game 3. It skipped a game, but it is back. There she is.
Nancy, dear, welcome to the witching hour. Isn't it marvelous to be up and about when others are sound asleep? I find my brainwaves are at their most powerful during this time.
Yes, I happen to do some of my best work in the middle of the night, too. So, tell me, Professor, what is this theory you're working on?
Well, you probably know by now that I'm a scholar of French history. My specialty is Marie Antoinette. Oh, poor Marie, the most misunderstood queen of the 18th century. Marie used to visit the very tower that now belongs to this castle. I'm convinced
Interesting.
that
This castle
place
owns
holds
Marie
evidence
Antoinette's
that
old
will
tower?
forever change the way the world views Marie. But the walls have ears, so I'd rather not say any more right now. Oh, if
Fair.
you're really interested, why don't you go up to my room and have a look around yourself?
Huh.
You've been such a great help to me, almost like an apprentice. Oh, I've always wanted an apprentice.
Like the Sorcerer's Apprentice?
Oh, that's all right, Professor. I don't want to invade your privacy.
I insist.
Ronald McDonald.
Your mind
Her hair is
like a
very, very
ravenous
red.
monkey
It's very
gobbling
red.
up every banana in its path. Oh, how can I stand in the way? Here's my extra pass key. I get back to work at 6 a.m. sharp, so just make sure you vacate the premises by 5:59. And put things back where you find them. It's all
right.
scientifically organized in there.
All right.
What did you mean when you said Marie Antoinette was misunderstood?
So we get to snoop
Everyone
in
thought
her
Marie
room.
did
Ronald
nothing but spend
McDonald's
France's
mom.
money on jewels and fancy soap for herself,
I love it.
while her people were starving. History books have upheld the myth that she was just a spoiled and heartless brat, but I don't believe it.
Yeah, Nancy never doesn't want to invade someone's privacy.
What do you believe?
I believe that she's been the victim of vicious rumors and lazy historians for too long, and that if the real story could be told, people would realize that Marie Antoinette was actually a good woman who wanted to help her people but didn't know how.
Ronaldo McDonald. I love it.
See you
Yeah, the
soon.
one time somebody
Bye-bye.
gives Nancy permission to snoop through their stuff, she's like, oh, no, I couldn't. But here we go. We have a key. Oh, also, Dexter's not here? So we're going to snoop behind his desk. He's got a to-do list, which is boring. He has to... I wonder if Dexter secretly has a family, because he's got, like, pictures on his desk like he has children or grandchildren, so that's interesting. These are a couple things from leftover from Stay Tuned for Danger that they reused, and what's this? A key! And that key, I'm pretty sure, is the key to the library. No fun when you have permission to sneak around in somebody's room. I mean, she'll still yell at us if we're in there too late, so like... Yeah, she does it for the thrill. Yeah, I'm rooting for Dexter. I want to believe that Dexter is secretly a sweetheart, and he just pretends to be a jerk. This is not where I'm supposed to be going. Oh, it is... Oh my god, it is so hot. It is like a real feel of 99 degrees here in Atlanta, so like... I just couldn't bring myself to wear anything with sleeves, even though I'm inside right now. It's just... Oh, it's so hot out. It is so bad out right now. Okay, what is this? I cannot read anybody's handwriting in any of these games. I'm terrible at this. Yeah, to be fair, it's only like 90 or 89 degrees Fahrenheit, but it has a real feel of 99 because of the humidity and stuff like that, or it's something in that ballpark, but it's disgusting. This looks like the Stay Tuned for Danger keyboard. Do we think she bought it from Millie? About 90% of the time, but you stubbornly refuse to wear short sleeves. Yeah, I mean, I'm not bad with the heat. I'm actually, like, if anything, I'm way more whiny when it comes to the cold. I can move the pillow, but there's nothing there. Okay. But, like, it is so hot. And, like, 85 degrees and humid. Oh, black t-shirts and jeans. Yeah. It's getting too hot for jeans. Yes. Okay. So she's got a contact who's like a great niece of Marie Antoinette. Interesting. Yeah, there's only one type of typewriter in the Nancy Drew universe. I love it. Oh, we have a video camera.
Testing. Can anyone
Is
hear
Hotchkiss
me?
gonna be a daily vlogger?
Hotchkiss to Earth. Come in, Earth. Oh, okay. I think we're rolling. Now, let's get a look at these hallways. So rich in detail. You'd never know this place was built in 1920. It's all so 18th C.
That is true. I did not put that together.
And there's Marie. I feel so close
Can't
to
see.
her just being here.
Out of focus. There you
It's
go.
as if her spirit is in the air, sweet as the smell of fried chicken.
She really loves fried chicken. The worst Blair Witch knockoff ever. Well, and the battery died right before we got to the good part. Of course. So we've got to take this and charge the battery, and then we'll come back tomorrow night and worry about it. What time is it? It's 4:30. Okay. So here's the deal. Let's try to get into... trying to figure out how to do this, because if I just use the key, I remember specifically that I will, in fact, get caught, because there is an alarm system. Let me think about this. How... Oh, I know what I can do. You remember how we had to climb out and save our own lives when we got stuck in the elevator? I think we're going to have to do that again, but we're going to need to make sure that we call the elevator to the bottom floor and then climb out through the emergency hatch and see if we can look around in there. Yeah, she's very big on Marie Antoinette. Ooh, I should save the game. Thank you for reminding me. I would have been very sad. Antoinette Immortal. I love it. Yes. She's trying to figure out how to work Marie into My Immortal as we speak. That's why she's so angry all the time. All right, let's try this. Open this, and yep, see? Now I can reach this ladder, so let's see where this goes. Oh, it only goes up that far. Okay, let's climb in here, and we're in the air shaft, air vents. Just climbing around super loud, and look at that! This looks like the secret mystical library. Die-harding it, yep. Alright, let's... Oh, someone's coming. Hang on. Never mind. Hang on.
Okay,
I spoke too soon. Air duct, thank you.
Darn you, crazy old man. I know you hid that thing around here somewhere. The least you could have done was left me a hint.
Yeah, the sound of the grate opening and closing is very loud. Okay. So Dexter's looking for something. Oh, Dexter, you were the chosen one. I wonder what he's looking for. Alright, let's look. Yeah, I remembered that was what was happening. So, like, if you just opened this with that key, you would have set off the alarm. I would have set off the alarm. But you remember the thing about how to dust for fingerprints? And you remember how I stole this little brush from Jacques? Oh, wow. A very big hole in the wall. Let's see. I think I can take this, scoop up some dust, gross, and then go dust for fingerprints. Dexter calling himself the crazy old man. I don't think so. I think he's talking to a not present, quote-unquote, crazy old man. His words. Alright, so... looks like 3 was pressed first, then star, then 7, then 2. Because of the way the oil has rubbed off. So 3 star, 7, 2. Alright, now let's do some reading. Diary of Hans Axel von Fersen. I'm pretty sure this is... you can read through all of this. It's about... he tried to help the king and queen escape from France, and it didn't work. Spoiler alert, they did not get out of France in time. Atlas of the United States. This is where Wisconsin is. Latitude 45 north, 90 west. That's where Wisconsin is. On a map. Ooh, the original 1933 King Kong and sequel. I don't think I realized there was a sequel to the very original. Those would be fun videos. I'll check that out. Here's a painting of Marie Antoinette. Three stories behind famous portraits. Oh, and here's a write-up about the portrait. It was painted right before the revolution, so it's controversial. Down with the bourgeoisie and all that. This. Oh, this is a puzzle. I think what we're supposed to do is put in the coordinates. No. This is a different puzzle. Hang on. I'll come back to this in a second, because we actually don't know how to solve this yet. I thought this was where we were going to use the coordinates for Wisconsin that I just found, but actually I think it's somewhere else over here. Whoops. Purple-Hearted Queen by Professor Hotchkiss. This was a book written by Professor. Do I have AC set up? Oh yeah, we're blasting AC in my household. That's funny. I haven't played D&D in absolute ages. I need to join a new campaign. So this is a book that Marie wrote about, or sorry, Marie didn't write this book. Professor wrote this book about Marie. Oh yeah, Christmas in July. I've been thinking about doing Christmas in July videos because there's just so many Christmas things that I can never cover them all in December. Yeah. Yeah, I think especially if you live in the South, it's like imperative that you have AC. This is where we need the... This is where we need that. So, I believe... Oops. The coordinates were... Didn't it say 45 and 90? Why can't I put 45? Hang on. Oh. It was weird. I couldn't actually pick what I needed, but it just took what was closest. Okay, negative 15, 10, negative 5. This is what we need for that other puzzle. This. Negative 15 makes a very nice clicky sound. 10, negative 5. And something opened. Yeah, I think I will do a Christmas in July, because we did the Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July last year, and this year, honestly, I should just dedicate a week of content to Christmas stuff, just kind of take the edge off of all the Christmas stuff that always gets forgotten about, because we run out of time before December ends. Which sounds like a knockoff version of that Green Day song. What do we have here? Okay, light the candle with a lighter. And I found a key. Nice. Alright, it's a poem. Swinter, yes! I love Phineas and Ferb so much. Or in Gravity Falls, they have the opposite. They have Halloween and summer. Summerween. Antigirl is still one of my favorite videos. Oh, thank you. Why did Netflix buy it? I have no idea. I learned after the fact that it was basically they outsourced a bunch of the work to a bunch of students, and I'm like, you know, it's obviously not film students' fault that they don't like know like how to edit and stuff, but the fact that like a main company like got cheap or free labor this way, and then Netflix was like, yeah, we'll buy it. It's just, it's so, I have so many questions about how that process happened. Because if it was just like some like student film, I'd be like, oh, that's a cute little film, but like this is on Netflix. Like people are paying a subscription and this is what you put on Netflix. I'm just like, I have so many questions. Gravity Falls is great. On Gravity Falls, there's an episode because the whole series takes place over one summer, and they wanted to do a Halloween episode, so they basically had this thing where in Gravity Falls, all the characters just have a second Halloween because they love Halloween so much, and they call it Summerween, and they like carve watermelons instead of pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns. It's really funny. It's one of my favorite episodes, actually. Yes, I watch Owl House. I'm not caught up on it. I've only seen like the first half of the last season. I have so many friends telling me to get caught up. It's so good. I love the Owl House. Alright, what is this? This is a poem. Castle's been empty for many years now. These hallways just echo in vain. And oh, how I miss you, my one-time son. One-time son? My anger dissolved into pain. Still don't know why you pilfered my wallet. The money could hardly have mattered. These $50 I'd given you twice, but instead my poor heart you shattered. This is like family drama in a poem. The Owl House is very good. You're not old. I actually I've never actually watched Gravity Falls like all the way through. I've gotten close, but I've never watched like the last episodes, and I'm watching it all the way through for the first time with a friend, so it's been fun. Only I could find you, we'd patch it all up, talk through it as dad and son should. Perhaps you meant only to test my love. Perhaps you felt misunderstood. I want you to know that your old man forgives you. Old bygones are bygone with me, so I've left you one keepsake to remember me by. You'll be delighted. You'll sure be delighted to see. Go out to the garden, my old thinking spot. My refuge in hours of dread. Your luck charm is stashed where no stranger would look, in the back of my old troubled head. So this is goodbye, dear Dexter Fair. Oh, this is Dexter's dad? You offered me much needed joy. Will never forget the laughter you brought me. Darling young rascally boy. Oh. Oh. Hey, welcome to the chat. I've seen Gravity Falls all the way through like 4 times and I cried the ending every time. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. I know I'm gonna cry when I get to the end. I just know it. Just know it. It's like The Good Place. I bawled my eyes out at the end of The Good Place. And I won't spoil it in case anybody hasn't seen the end of The Good Place, but it's very good, and I cried my eyes out. Okay, so this is Dexter's dad. Dexter... Somebody was collecting bugs. I assume it's also Dexter, since this seems to be, like, his spot. There's this. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't watched Amphibia yet. I've heard it's good. When he was good, he was very good. Dexter, the Sun in My Life. Okay, so this is a scrapbook about Dexter's childhood. He earned a student trip to DC. The Young Buckaroos. National Council Certificate of Service. Okay. He was a Boy Scout. Oh, is this supposed to be Dexter as a baby? Purple heart-shaped one. Wait, what? What am I doing? What am I looking at? Nothing tops the ending of 6 Feet Under. Oh, I haven't seen 6 Feet Under yet. Huh. Thank you for being here. I'm glad we can keep you company while you clean. Feel free to yell out any suggestions for puzzles as we go. Little baby Dexter, I know. Oh, okay, I'm caught up. That's funny. I hope your cleaning goes well. Yeah, so this is Dexter. Certificate of Merit. Yeah, he was 1944. Sure is photorealistic with the I know this is a very realistic photo. Dexter becomes more uncanny valley with every passing year. When he was bad, he was horrid. Oh. Oh, so this is like the scrapbook of all the he made 2 books. This is the good one where it's like, oh, these are all the things I'm proud of you for, and these are all the like things he's like resentful for. That's a lot. Maybe this is Dexter's redemption arc. Let's see. What is this? Dear Pop. I can't open it. I can't like... Oops. Thought I could make it. There we go. Dear Pop, I'm sorry for taking $50 out of your wallet without asking. That's old-timey $50, by the way. I know it was wrong. I know you're very disappointed in me. I'm sorry. I will never do it again. I'm sorry. Your son, Dexter. Sorry to report that your son was caught on school grounds last night throwing rocks at the gymnasium window. Uh-oh. Dexter had a little bit of a bad boy streak. He was passing phony checks. Oh, that took a turn. So he was passing bad checks, and his dad kept one of the checks. That's yeesh. $50, the audacity. Yeah. What the hell, Dexter? Alright, so he got written out of the will, it looks like. He was adopted, and then he got written out of the will because he went to jail for a little bit? That's harsh. Yeah, so Dexter's seen the highs and lows of life, apparently. How to give your son unresolved emotional trauma in 2 easy steps, right? Yeah, Dexter definitely did some bad things, but oof. Hopefully this Dexter isn't killing people. I sure hope not. Oh, well, thank you. I like yellow is my favorite. Yellow is my favorite color. It's a very happy color. Yeah, I think it was technically the early 50s, but yes, something in the world of 200 and something dollars. I'm glad that we've all gotten to a place where we we do the conversion quickly in our heads now. It's just a response in this community. I love it. All right, I think I've looked at everything I can look at for right now. So let's... What am I gonna do now? I know what I can do now. So we need to find the secret entrance to that special tower, right? So I think there's something where it's like under the shaft in the elevator. Days when $100 seemed like a lot of money, right? Great really just sounds ominous. Yeah, the grate is very loud and disconcerting. What time is it in game? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Let's go. Dexter back at his desk? Is it late enough that Dexter's actually back? Can I talk to him about all his unresolved daddy issues? Early does he come to work? Yep, he's here.
Can I help you?
So, did you grow up around here?
You could say that.
Nancy has the
Original
shadiest line of
owner,
questioning.
Ezra Wickford, when he lived here?
You could say that.
Yeah. There's not a speck of dust except for in the library.
Did you know him well?
They call it the past for a reason, okay? Because it's over.
Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's
do you
called the
know if
present.
Ezra Wickford had a place where he liked to go and think? Someplace he thought of as a refuge?
There was a private area, the garden. Yeah. The entrance was hidden, so no one could bother him there.
Were you allowed to go out there?
Once in a while he'd bring me out there and teach me about his favorite flowers, but that was like 100 years ago.
Do you think I could go check it out?
Forget about it. There's nothing out there but dead weeds and crumbling statues.
Okay.
See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Try something. I'm gonna do a thing. I think I remember how to do this. I call the elevator up to the first floor. If there's anything under the elevator, I can get to it by reversing my process through the library. So let's see. I'm gonna have to do this fast because I'm gonna set off an alarm. The old dude doesn't seem sketchy. Yeah, he's got a lot of trauma, so we don't know if he's sketchy because he's a criminal or if he just has some trauma. Okay, I'm about to set off the alarm, so let's see. Do this quickly before somebody hears me. 3*72. There you go. Okay. Cool. So now we're back in here. And remember we left the elevator on the first floor. Let's go back through here. I think this is how you did it last time. I think this is what you're supposed to know to do. Yep.
It's stuck.
It's stuck. That's why they left the oil can. It might be too late because it's like technically morning now. But let's see. Oh, this is a guess and check puzzle and it changes every time. Oh. Okay. Of course. I always pick the wrong one when it's right at the end. At least Dwayne Powers isn't trying to actively kill me. Alright, where are we? Oh! Oh, it's Jacques! Jacques is doing a
What are
thing!
you doing here?
What are you doing here? You're trying to... What are you trying to do? Are you sawing your way in there? Jeez, dude.
Don't you think I should be asking you that question?
I can explain, Nancy. But please, don't tell anyone that you found me here. If I get sent back to France, my fiancée will give up on me.
Okay, calm
I will
down.
have let down
Give
my
me a
family
second.
Again.
How can you expect me to keep quiet while you go around destroying the castle? If you're willing to saw through this gate, then you must be the one who wrecked the library too.
Nancy, I had nothing to do with what happened in the library. I swear, the tower holds a valuable French historical document. If I can find it and return it to France, perhaps I can make up for my failure at the Olympics.
He really got messed up in the Olympics, didn't he?
What kind of document?
The tower first belonged
Sadly, do
to
you
the
have to
Chateau
flunk at the
Rochemort in
Olympics?
France. When Ezra Wickford bought the tower,
You get to a
my
place where you're
great-grandfather
sawing
was the
through a
master
gate in a
carpenter in
basement.
charge of dismantling it and preparing it for shipment. One day, when he was working alone, he found a secret compartment in one of the walls.
Okay, his grandfather was responsible for dismantling Marie Antoinette's tower and moving it here to Wisconsin. Okay. Everyone has emotional baggage. Anyone with a neatly trimmed beard shouldn't be trusted. He's got that, like, 90s goatee going on. I'm not personally a fan, but...
Inside, he found an old journal with a royal crest on the cover and a medallion with a strange blue stone in it. But he heard other carpenters coming, so he hid the medallion in his pocket and sealed the journal back in the compartment. Before he
Okay.
could get back to study the journal and return the medallion, the tower was dismantled.
He looks like a
and shipped to
bootleg
America.
Doctor
He
Strange.
never learned who the journal
I
belonged
can't
to
unsee it now.
or what it said.
Okay, so there's a mysterious journal. Cool.
Why didn't your great-grandfather tell us
Great-grandfather.
about his discovery?
He thought if he told his story, Ezra Wickford might get angry, accuse him of interfering with the project, and try to ruin his name as a carpenter. So he kept quiet.
So, how do you know all of this?
I was his only
Why didn't he just
grandson.
take the
On his
journal?
deathbed,
He sealed
gave
it
me
back
medallion
into the thing?
and told me the whole story. He begged me to come here to Wisconsin to find the journal and return it to France.
What did he think the journal contained?
If
that
Doctor
so
Strange was a
important?
The journal
librarian.
bore a royal seal. It must have belonged to
How and
Marie
why does one
Antoinette
move a tower
because
from
she
France
used
to
to
Wisconsin
visit
anyway?
the
I have
tower
no
during the
idea.
Revolution. So perhaps
Hey,
it contains
journal.
her confessions,
I can't
or
say it in his
perhaps
accent.
it contains proof
I
of
can't
her
do the
innocence.
accent justice.
Either way, the content
He could have
of that
panicked, that's
journal
fair.
could change French history forever.
Okay, so we think it's Marie Antoinette's secret journal, and it's worth a lot of money.
How you
So
can think that journal
somebody
will still be
is...
up there after all these years?
That's the
I know
mystery,
it's possible
finding
that
the
someone
finding
found
the secret
compartment when
important
the tower
journal.
was being put back together, but I have to check anyway. I just have to know. Nancy, do you think you could help me? Let me show you this medallion, and maybe you'll be able to tell me what it's for.
I don't know, Jacques. You seem pretty desperate. Why should I believe that you're not the library vandal?
Oh, Nancy, you must believe me. I would never try to destroy that beautiful library. After all, most of those books are French. Now will you help me?
I only care
think
about
this medallion
French
will interest
books.
you, and maybe you'll have some idea what it's for. It's in my locker. Will you go get it while I take care of something? The combination is 2665. I'll meet you in the locker room in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Jacques. I am intrigued. I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, you are the best, Nancy.
Okay.
Don't mention it.
So now just looks like a dungeon down here. Jeez. I can take the little thingy.
It's locked.
I know. Alright, so we gotta go get into his locker. Who said one of the dead ends leads to a secret passageway? Because you were right. This is a secret passageway. That we can't go in this way. The game will not let us, but we can go out that way. Don't trust me sending Nancy into a trap. I can feel it. Yeah, I don't trust him either. Feeling very 50-50 with this guy. Yeah, Cameron, congratulations. Yeah, this feels like a trap for sure. Also, I've got no other choice, so Nancy's like, I'm not doing anything. I'll walk right into a trap. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's what's your prize? You get to be right. You get the solid feeling of being correct. Two, 6, 6, 5. Why does he have a 4-digit combination and we have a 3? That's weird. Good enough for me. Sorry, I didn't plan prizes. But I'm very proud of you. Alright, here's his locker. Let's see. I think this is a picture of his fiancée. Jacques, darling, I'm trying to be patient, but I cannot understand what is taking you so long. My mother and father are traditional people, and they think it's highly unusual that you would ask me to marry you without demonstrating your commitment to me in any symbolic way. You mean, what does that mean? He didn't give her a ring? You know, I believe that love makes us stronger and richer than kings and queens, but I cannot live on hot dogs and mac and cheese forever. But mac and cheese and hot dogs are so good, though. It's the American dream. Breakfast of champions. You get another game stream. You said you had a plan. You said it would only take a couple of weeks, but it's been 2 months. I can't wait forever. Please don't make me give up on you. I remain your petite chou, Isabelle. I have probably said that wrong, but yeah. So he's got this taped up letter, which is like almost a breakup letter. I guess? Huh, interesting. What's this? Oh. Oh, no. He's about to be kicked out of the country. That sucks. He is for diamonds. And he's shopping for diamonds, so I guess he is trying to get his fiancée a ring. Huh, so he's got a lot going on in his life. Everybody's got a lot going on. And this is what we were sent to get. And there it is.
Ouch. Oh, someone must have knocked me out.
Yeah, you think, Nancy? Now I feel bad for him. Never mind. Yeah. I feel bad for him, but also...
Headache headquarters. Nancy here.
Nancy.
all the single ladies.
Oh, what happened? Are you okay?
Now put your hands up. It's gonna be in my head all day. Jacques, why did I get clocked when I went to your locker?
I opened your locker like you said, and then it was lights out Nancy.
But you do have my medallion, right?
Mm-mm.
It was the last
No,
thing
sir.
I saw, but I sure don't have it now.
Oh,
Gonna be in my head
you
for
can't
so
be
long.
serious.
I'm afraid I am serious. I have no idea what happened to it.
This is too much. Oh la la. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry. Did you just get knocked unconscious? Jacques?
Welcome to the
Jeez.
voicemail system. Please press 0 to read first message.
Yeah, mister. This is Dexter at the front desk. Can you come down when you're feeling better? I need to talk to you for a minute. Thanks.
To go to the next message, press 2.
Won't
to
feel
leave
bad
the
for it till he-
system, please press 3.
Till he grows a real beard. To leave the system player.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye. Alright, let's call some people. We can call... Call Bess and George. From here on out in the series, I think when you call Bess or George, you kind of get both of them because they're
Hello?
not siblings,
George,
they're
it's
cousins and they
Nancy.
hang out.
Great timing, Nancy. Bess and I were just saying how we wish we were out on the ski slopes with you. Hang on, I'll get her to pick up the other phone. Hey, Bess, our favorite detective's on the phone.
Hey, Nancy, how's the vacation?
See, it sounds like a rhetorical thing. Oh, our favorite detective. But then you remember that Bess and George are also friends with the Hardy Boys, so they're just like completely dissing the Hardy
Guess I should
Boys.
have mailed that letter. Not only do I have a blizzard on my hands, but I may have stumbled onto another case.
Yeah, Nancy's
too.
friends don't
The
know
castle
anything that's
library
going
was
on in her
burned,
life because I
and
didn't
one
mail
of
the
other
letter.
guest says her room was robbed.
Boy, oh boy. Have you searched the library for clues yet?
Well, that's the thing. Dexter Egan, the caretaker, says it's locked up and off limits until the police can get here. But who knows when that'll be.
That's funny, Nancy. I didn't know the phrase off limits was even in your vocabulary.
Yeah, see, even Nancy's friends know.
Don't you
They're
think
like,
that your
you're
dad's
always
friend,
snooping in
Christy
people's
Lane,
stuff.
would feel better knowing that you're on the case, at least until the police can take over?
She's right, Nancy. I mean, who knows what this Egan guy is all about anyway? Sounds like you're just gonna have to find an alternative entrance to that library.
Here I go again.
All about
Just
that.
hope I don't have to slide down the chimney.
And what about this robbery? Who got robbed?
I'm not sure. The guest's name is Professor Hotchkiss. I think she's a bit eccentric.
You mean weird?
Nutso?
A few sandwiches short of a picnic?
I'm
trying to say it in a more polite way.
I'm not sure how reliable her testimony will be.
Yeah, but she'll probably tell you something important, whether she means to or not.
I wonder if the same voice actor is voicing Lisa and George, because they
I
sound
met
similar.
my ski instructor, Jacques Brunet. He sure is French.
Ooh la la, those accents should be illegal.
I hate to break it to you, Bess, but he's engaged.
No,
And he's a
there's
dick.
real crime.
Right, Bess. Humanity is devastated.
I met this nice woman, Lisa Ostrom.
What's her deal?
She's a photojournalist doing a story on the castle. She sure got me curious about that tower.
Oh yeah? Does she know where the entrance is?
I don't think so.
Well, keep an eye on her, Nancy. Those photojournalists are born snoopers, you know.
George, are you suggesting that Nancy is a
Yeah, Bess and
second-class
George were just
snooper?
like, yeah, she's
You're going to give her
crazy.
the
And Nancy's like,
complex.
well, I
Oh,
wouldn't
right.
say that.
Nancy doesn't know she's the Prime Minister of snooping.
Wickford wrote
Prime
Dexter a
Minister of
farewell poem before he
snooping.
died.
The inventor of chocolate milk was a poet, too.
Yum, I could write a poem or two about chocolate milk.
Hang on.
It says that he hid
Canonically,
some sort of luck charm
in
for
this
Dexter to
book,
find.
Ezra,
Something
as
about
in
this
the
old
owner of
thinking
the
spot
castle,
somewhere out in the
former owner,
garden.
as in
Funny, but I
Dexter
didn't see the
Egan's
garden when I
adoptive
came in.
father,
Well, you can't
invented
exactly
chocolate milk?
tiptoe through the tulips when they're buried under 6
Thank you,
feet
sir.
below.
Never mind my cheeky cousin over there, Nancy. When the storm passes, you should go out and see what you can find.
Invented chocolate milk. Who invented chocolate milk for real? Like in our world.
I went back to check out Jacques' locker, and I found
In
a
this
pamphlet
universe.
about diamonds, a letter from his fiancée, and a warning notice from immigration.
Did his fiancée sound cute in her letter?
Actually, she sounded upset. She wants him to hurry up and do something, but I'm not sure what.
Sounds like that guy is under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like
hope he's
she's
not
trying to get
marrying her
him
just stay in
to
the
not back
country.
out of marrying her. I'm not gonna ask
Okay,
for a
you
hint.
two. I'll
They're
talk
not
to
gonna
you
give me one
soon.
anyway.
Bye.
Alright, I guess I'll call Ned, since I can. But yeah, this dude invented chocolate milk. What a claim to fame.
Hello?
Ned, it's me.
Well, you're a sound for sore ears. Bess called me and told me your vacation is rapidly
Yep.
turning into another mystery.
hear Charlie's
so who do you
voice?
think the vandal is?
I really don't know. It
Now
would
it's
help if
Ned's
I could
voice.
At least imagine a motive. But why would anyone want to vandalize a beautiful old library?
There must be more to it than meets the eye. Sounds like you better find a way to get in there and take a look around.
Apparently, this castle's tower used to be a hangout for Marie Antoinette.
Who's that? Ezra Wickford's
Ed.
wife?
Are you kidding? Marie Antoinette was a famous queen of France.
And she used to hang out in Wisconsin?
No, silly.
Ed.
The tower was originally part of the Chateau Rochemont in France. Ezra Wickford fell in love with the tower and imported it to
Voice
Wisconsin.
actor for Nancy.
Marie
I don't
didn't
think
wanna
in
come
this
along.
one
Well,
the
that would've been
voice
pretty
actor for
tough
Nancy's
her,
playing Nancy's
considering-
friends.
Ned Nickerson, are you pulling my leg?
What do you mean, Nancy?
You know very well that Marie Antoinette was beheaded in 1793.
Conrad Johann von
don't you?
Houten.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
I guess
invented
I read
chocolate milk
something
for
about
real.
that when I studied the
Shout
French
out.
Revolution. But when did Wickford show up?
He didn't discover the tower until the 1920s, over 100 years after Marie's death.
Whew!
Probably should be
I
trying
think
to
I'm
spell.
all clear now. Thanks for straightening that out for me, Detective.
You are some pain in the neck, pal.
Good thing I'm so cute.
Thank you. I like this outfit. Yeah, I think he was trying to meme us by pretending not to know who Marie Antoinette was, but I don't really understand
It sounds like
Ned.
Marie gave the medallion to the family
Nancy
of that
Drew would
very skeleton
100%
in
be better
Austria.
off with Frank Hardy. They are
No, they gave it to
OTP.
Hotchkiss when they became friends
They are
in order to
absolutely
help with her
OTP.
research.
Are you ready for a crazy coincidence?
Only if it's a crazy one.
Ezra Wickford.
Isn't that what
also
she
inherited
just
the
said, Ned?
library, and it seems that he bought it from the family of Jean LeBoeuf, the revolutionary
Oh, in
commander who
1876,
captured Marie Antoinette when she
chocolate
was
milk
trying
was
to
invented.
escape from
Interesting.
France.
You're kidding. So Wickford imported Marie's tower and her enemy's library?
Exactly.
Doesn't
Interesting.
LeBoeuf mean the cow in French?
Actually, I think it just means the beef.
Well, in any case, I bet the guy would be happy to know that his library ended up
True,
in the
this
heart
was
of
technically
America's
before
Dairyland.
memes. Well, isn't there like a thing about how the word meme was like coined in like the 70s or something like
Put on your
that?
thinking cap. I need a hint.
I'd like to help Nancy, but I think you'd better ask Bess and George. My brain is still recovering from midterms.
Bye, Ned.
Keep me posted.
Ned, we're solving crimes out here. We've been from Florida to New York to San Francisco to Wisconsin, and you're complaining about midterms? Yikes. Richard Dawkins coined it, thank you. I was trying to think of his name. I could think of his face and not his name. Richard Dawkins coined the term meme in the 70s in a
Thanks
book.
for coming down. I've been wanting to talk to you. How's your head? Did you slip or what?
We do deserve the option to break up with Ned, for sure.
Well, let's just say someone must be trying to tell me to get a little more rest on this vacation. Anyway, I'm planning on making a speedy recovery.
It's just that when I found you out cold in the basement and hauled you back to your room, I noticed all this red dirt on your shoes. I'm just curious where it came from.
Alright, so I guess we could tell the truth or lie. Let's tell the truth.
Mr. Egan, I confess, I found my way into the corridor that leads to the Queen's Tower. As you probably know, the dirt in that tunnel is very red. I hope you won't consider this trespassing.
Nope. If you must know, I'm
Was
impressed.
there red dirt in there?
Ezra Wickford set that secret door up so nobody would be able to find it. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with getting into that tower. Ezra told me that if I could get through the secret door, he'd take me up to see the Queen's Tower. Finally, I got into the tunnel and...
I'll
when I
probably end
came
up
out with
streaming
that red
tomorrow
dirt
night
all
too.
over me, he laughed.
I don't have much of a social life. It's
An
fine.
amazing story,
No,
Mr.
in
Egan.
all seriousness, I
I'm
love
glad you're
streaming.
not
It's
angry.
been fun, so
Guess I'm
if
just
you
as
guys will
curious
watch, I'm
as you
definitely gonna
once were.
stream.
I'd say you earned the right to check out the tower for yourself. But you gotta get through that gate, right? There's an old skeleton key in the maintenance shed.
Alright.
Now that the storm's passed, you can go out and get it. But be careful. It's still dead cold out there.
Yeah, I didn't think I would stream 4 days in a row, but I've literally streamed every day this week.
I don't want to press my luck with you, but I sure would
Yeah.
like to see Ezra's private
Yeah,
garden.
I'm not a very
If you
social
can, come find
butterfly,
out.
It's
so
nothing but wasteland out
I'm
there.
very happy to stream
If you're
again
bent
tomorrow
on
night.
tromping around in the cold, go left when you get outside, away from the shed. Look for a wrought iron gate. You'll figure out the rest.
Right, so being
Okay.
honest with him
Yeah,
gave
Mr.
us the
Egan.
information to
Bye.
how to get a skeleton key and how to get to the secret garden. Not the book, but the place. Being social can
So
be
what'd you
definitely
find in the
overrated.
library?
Were you there?
No, I was in the library.
Oh, come on, Nancy. You've been on the prowl. I can tell by the sparkle in your eye.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Aw, you're no fun.
Did you know Professor Hotchkiss published a book on Marie Antoinette?
Yeah, I looked her up on the internet.
Oh,
The
you've been
critics
packing up
panned
to
the
move.
book.
Moving is
Looks like
so
other
hard.
historians think
I'm
she's a
so
real
sorry.
quack.
I'm glad the streams have been keeping you company, though.
I'll let you get back
I'm
to
glad
that.
that they just kind of
Later, Nancy.
these games just kind of make really chill streams that are not super intense and gives me a chance to check the chat a lot, and they're just really fun. And narrative. I like that there's an actual mystery being solved. I'm very glad you guys like the streams. Jock, what the hell, man?
I still cannot believe you lost my medallion. How could you have been so careless?
Why did you send me to get your medallion?
Unconscious.
In the first place? Was that some kind of setup?
Setup? What are you talking about? All I know is my medallion is gone. I should never have trusted you.
My sentiments exactly. Goodbye.
Au revoir, little Miss Nightmare.
Alright, so we have a... Well, I was gonna say we just had a friend breakup with Jacques, but he's not even our friend. He just hates us. Jerk. Alright. Time to go outside. Oh, I'm gonna save. He kind of reminds me of a vampire. I see it. Oh, that just gave me a flashback to the Vampire Diaries Her Interactive video. That game was such a nightmare. Such a mess. I've never seen a puzzle game make less sense. Alright, so here's the secret garden. Here it is. What did that just do? Oh, it turned this around. Ice Age vibes from the scenery. I totally see it. Missed after we've completed the Nancy Drew ensemble. I've actually never played that. Happy to check it out. Welcome, welcome! The woman made you buy the item she resists. Yeah. Yup. Yeah. In the Vampire Diaries game, she was just like, here, I stole this. You can buy it from me. It's like, ma'am? Game show stream once, I won't be alone yelling at... Yes, we'll have to do the old-timey game show stream, too. Oh, we found a medallion. We found a medallion. I think there's 3 medallions that we find by the end of this game. Great-grandfather does all adventure games. I'll have to check that out. Probably really fun.
Gosh, I can hardly feel my toes.
Okay, calm down. We've been outside for like 10 minutes. I think she's gonna freeze, but let me go back in and just reset it. Just in case. Yeah, the Vampire Diaries game. Oh, it's so bad. It's so silly. That's really interesting. I'll definitely look into Myst. This is game number 4 in the Nancy Drew saga, and there's like 30 something. There's a lot of them. Oh, we know Dexter went to jail. Here we go. Here's the key that he said we could have. Okay, so this is how you are supposed to set this thing. What is this? I know that's a puzzle for that's for a puzzle later on. Can I look at something over here? No? Alright. Okay. The rest of this just looks like a shed. Alright. What can I do now? I know what I can do. I can use the key and go through to the secret hidden castle tower thing. Ride the elevator up by 1 level. We're still gonna have to sneak in and not get caught by Dexter, which is weird because he's already given us permission to go back, but whatever. 3 star 7 2. Very convoluted way of getting up there, but once you get there, you feel very proud of yourself. Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I feel like there's somebody sitting in their room just like, is somebody climbing around in the vent? On the thing. Oh my god, of course it comes down to the last one. Well, it's like, fuck, how big are the rats in the vent, right? In Spider-Man, I know. Nancy Drew really is a superhero. Alright, so here we go. Into the tunnel. Puzzle must be annoying to solve for those that have legitimate... Is this being... Right? Yeah. If you, like, have to do... I guess it's supposed to keep it hidden, so nobody's, like, coming in here daily, but yeah. It's, like, super, super annoying. Okay, so we need to... move so that it's that way, so that we can walk across. And we do that with these, and I believe this is one of those puzzles where, like, things move other things. But if I'm remembering correctly, we're supposed to set them up to look like this. That's our clue. Basically, we just want them to be, like, in a little arrow formation. Oh, that wasn't hard. Okay. So now we can go across. The stairs, more stairs, more stairs. Stairs? Oh, stairs are missing. We need to pull the other stairs out, which I guess we do with this puzzle? This puzzle. This is one of those puzzles where you gotta get all of the little tokens into their corresponding boxes, and when you move a token, it only stops when something makes it stop. If that makes sense. So, I'll show you. So, like, to get this into that, I'm gonna stack up these little tokens. Like this, and then slide this down, so we create a stopper right there, and then slide it in. And then we do that with all of them. LOL, the hidden staircase. Yes, pretty much. Alright, let's try to get... Looks like if I can use these two... But then how do I... Huh. I do that. Okay. Sorry, talking to myself. Oh gosh. No, that's not what I wanted to do! Oh no. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. Okay, that's that. Some of the puzzles remind me of the Uncharted games. I've never played that either. I know everybody was memeing the movie for being really bad, but I didn't see it. And I've never played the game. Yep. Ooh, I did it! I did it! I did it! I solved the thing. Click claims are so touch sensitive. Yes. I used to, and if you were playing it on an older computer back in the day, it was even worse. You enjoyed Uncharted? That's cool. My brother's comment on when they made the movie was, why did they make a movie about a game that was big like 10 years ago? Why did they just now make the movie? I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but I believe you. But he says it is a fun game. Nancy Drew game and being like, why so many puzzles? Gotta get this right? Yeah. There's just everything is a puzzle in the Nancy Drew-niverse. I'm taking the phrase. Did play the games, but didn't see the movie. Tom Holland does not give off Nathan Drake vibes at all. Yeah. Yeah, I love Tom Holland, but I can imagine if he doesn't give off the character vibes, that can be annoying. Maybe you're right. Yeah. Maybe it took them that long to finally get the rights. The movie looks like trash. Yeah, the movie is probably just a generic. It kind of looks from the commercials like they wanted to just make a generic like action movie, and they just figured they could put the Uncharted IP over it. Yeah, it's true. It could take them years and years just to get a script and get people tied to it. So yeah. I did not play the Sam & Max games. Games are better. Should have made the movie 10 years ago. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't speak. And I've never played any games, so I have no idea what the movie should be like, but it has been kind of funny watching minor fallout on the internet from people hating the movie. It's always funny when it's not a movie that you yourself have personally worked on. If you yourself have personally worked on it, then it's just depressing when everybody doesn't like it. Alright, so this is a puzzle. We need to make it all cohesive. I'm trying to take clues from the sides. There's like, I think... Okay, hang on. Trying to figure out, there's like the four corners have these like specific designs in them like this. This looks right. I think. Andrew Garfield is a great Spider-Man too. I'm so glad that he's getting a little renaissance because I loved him as Spider-Man and everybody like everybody was like, ugh, this is the worst thing ever. And it's like, okay, so the movies that he was in, maybe they're not like everybody's cup of tea for Spider-Man, but like he's a great Spider-Man. And I'm just like, I'm glad that he's finally getting recognition. He's earned that. Wait, so how does this... I've messed something up. How in the world... Oh, these are in the wrong place. I've gotten these in the wrong place. Okay. I need to make sure the little talus... These little tassels up here are up here. I'm turning the triangle one to the other triangle one. I'm trying. I'm sorry. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I figured it out. Did I figure it out? Maybe I didn't. Hang on. Super confusing. Always confusion. Okay, those have to be like that. Right, those have to be like that. So I need these to go like this and like this. There we go. That's better. And then the skin... Yeah, okay. I got it. So the corners are in place. I got there eventually. Let's line these up. Right at the end, getting dropped from out of the tower. Oh boy, that would be terrifying. Yeah, Sony's made some very questionable movies. Very, very much so. Yeah, I don't actually know. I have definitely heard some things, but yeah. Oh, didn't Sony make what did they just make? Morbius? Oh god. Did anybody actually see Morbius? Andrew Garfield's fashion is fantastic in Social Network. I didn't actually see Social Network. Probably should see it. I never actually saw Morbius. I just saw, if anybody watches Eddie Burback, he did that video where he watched the movie 5 times in a row. But he didn't want to give the movie any money, so he bought tickets to Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is a great movie, by the way, and then snuck into Morbius, which is just so funny. Yes, Tick Tick Boom was fantastic. I was so skeptical of how they were going to make that work as a movie, and they did a great job. Chest of drawers, toolbox. Yeah, that reminds me of, I think I told this story while I was doing the, oh, what was it? The Little Shop of Horrors video that I used to have an orthodontist that would use like a, just a DeWalt tool chest to keep all of his, like, dentistry gear in. It was very, very concerning for all who witnessed it. I just line this up with these. There we go. About it puzzles largely because my brain tends to image resemble. Yeah, this one is just, it takes a long time, but it's not too bad. It just takes a second. Oh, there are Spider-Man PC games. Maybe I should look into those for future streams. It is nice because I've done several videos about old-timey games, or old-timey games, nostalgic games, but it's nice now that I'm streaming. I think streaming is a better way to cover them. I've covered the first 2 games in video form, and that was fun because I got to give like an overview and give all my thoughts, but it's also nice to just play them through sometimes. I guess I could make videos about some of these other games in the future if I wanted to, but it's nice to have people help me solve them in real time. Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man. Drawing a blank on movie musicals you like. Yeah, no shade to, the tool chest as a thing, but it is very funny to be keeping, like, dentistry equipment in them. His whole, office, I remember, he was a really cool, like, he was a great dentist, he was a really nice guy. I remember his entire office, it looked like a hunting lodge, like, there were, like deer heads on the wall. Everything was made of wood. It was like, and you're like, this is a dentist's office? Or technically he was an orthodontist. This is an orthodontist's office? Okay, I think I've gotten, and I know it's kind of hard to look at it because it feels like looking directly into the sun, but I think I've gotten the entire frame done. So now I just have to figure out these pieces. Tobey is my Spider-Man. Yeah, Tobey was great. Everybody's seen No Way Home, right? I'm not going to spoil No Way Home for anybody if I talk about it. I have to assume. No Way Home, I loved so much. I had so much fun at No Way Home. Oh boy, are we warring about Spider-Man? Yeah, I can definitely see each Spider-Man having their own merit to the, like, bringing their own thing to the character. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. I'm like the level of nerd where, like, some of those cameos in No Way Home, I, like, legitimately started crying, and I was like, wow, I am really in the weeds of this whole Marvel thing at this point. Sorry. I didn't spoil anything. Hello. Yeah, when I was gonna give you a fake spoiler, but then I couldn't think of any. Yeah, they all definitely bring their own thing to Spider-Man, and I think that's cool. Yeah. Spider-Man was always such a relatable superhero. Spider-Verse was great. Yes, Spider-Verse was fantastic. I love Spider-Verse. My mom was really sweet a couple Christmases ago and got me a little, it's like a advent calendar, but it was all like tiny Marvel Pop Funkos, and one of them was Spider-Gwen, and I was so happy because I loved Spider-Gwen. I think it's really funny that Haley Steinfeld was Spider-Gwen, and she's now Kate Bishop. So she's like a superhero twice over. Sort of like how Idina Menzel, technically because she was Enchanted, and then she was also Elsa from Frozen. She's been a Disney princess technically twice. Reminding you of some puzzles in Pokemon. It's just taking me a second because, like, every time I look at it, I'm like, oh god, I'm looking at so much all at once. But I'm getting there. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep everybody occupied. Continue talking about Spider-Man. I'm almost done. That was close, but not quite. What am I missing? Because this is correct. This is correct. That's not correct. That's what I'm missing. I fixed it. That's not that. Okay. It's just so much gold. Puzzle looks so confusing. It's not that confusing. It's just, you just have to look at it, and then once you look at it for long enough, you're like, okay. Colonial Spider-Man. Yeah, there's a ton of comics that would be great adaptations. That I'm kind of hoping now that the multiverse is so open and expansive, we get to actually see, because some of them I think would be really cool. I'll allow it. Music is taunting me. Can't explain it, but I'm just like, ugh, I'm doing my best, okay? Leave me alone. I'm not gonna move that. There we go. My brother, when he's tuned in, Yeah, you showed up as regular Spider-Man on Colonial Day, but I'm just picturing, like, when you said it, I was just picturing, like, Spider-Man with, like, the powder wig. Like, I was picturing, like, a colonial version of Spider-Man. That's very funny, though. puzzle. I had to consult the wiki when I replayed it. I'm determined to solve it. I know I'm close. It's just one of those things where it's like, oof. Apologies that we're sitting here with it, but I swear I'm almost done. There we go. There we go. I did it. I did it. I'm gonna save so I never have to do it again. Yes, I want to see that movie too. Thank you, Cameron. Whoop. I assume from the music that this is the super important secret journal, huh? Marie Antoinette's journal. The rest of the game is just solving more puzzles like that. I'd cry. I'd cry. I'd cry. Now I don't know. Where am I going? How do I get out of here? Dang it, Ezra Wickford. Why did you have to make everything so complicated? Every single game, there's a person who's no longer living who, like, set up this puzzles, like, this sequence of puzzles and was like, I'm gonna make it more complicated than anything anyone has ever seen, and then Nancy has to deal with it.
Hey there, Nancy.
I'm trying to get into the tower, but,
Oh, but I already got
can't get
across the big
that
pit.
big pit.
I can help you, but we shouldn't talk about it now. Not here. Call me later.
I feel like it's a movie. I don't know.
Okay. See ya,
It's
Mr.
like a
Hagen.
Bye.
parallel universe where Spider-Man, Peter Parker, is a colonial era fella. Like, did anybody watch Sleepy Hollow, the show where Ichabod Crane was like, they made him like super cool and not cowardly. And then he wakes up in the modern day. Yeah. Dead person, I shall have the last laugh. Yeah. Joke's on them. Nancy always solves their stuff in like a day. 2 days. Alright, I'm gonna go to 3 a.m. 1, because we need to see the rest of Hotchkiss's little vlog. And 2, I want to talk to Hotchkiss about this journal, because isn't she like the Marie Antoinette expert? Colonial Spider-Man gives you Batman Ninja Time Traveler vibes? Yes. Yeah, I'm not giving this to Jacques, because he was a dick to us. But I do want to know what this journal is, so I need Hotchkiss's help. Wait, let me look in her room first, because if I remember correctly, once you give her the thing, she takes off with it. So let me snoop through her stuff and then give her the thing. What day is it? Yeah, in the Nancy Drew universe, time just kind of flows differently. Oh, I found another medallion. It was under the pillow. I wasn't there before. All right, so now we've got the blue one and the red one. Where's my homework? Yes, I love this. Time traveling. I'm still on time traveling Spider-Man. Colonial Spider-Man versus Victorian Batman with some ninja lizard throwing stars. This is the kind of things that get written on the Nancy Drew streams. This is the genius that we all come to when we work together. I love it. Sleep deprived game designers mean boss shouting at them at work or no food breaks. Oof. Yeah, she must have put it there, or someone must have put it there in between the last time we were here and now.
Ooh, what's this?
All right, here's the
There
second
appears
half
to be
of the
some kind
video.
of peephole, but what, pray, does it peep upon? Shall I peep? La la! I do believe I'll peep. The beauty, the colors. So this is what Helga told me to look for. Where's
What
my
is it? I
medallion?
can't see.
It fits! Note to self, high five Team Hotchkiss! And
High
what's
five,
this?
Team
A
Hotchkiss.
message. Eureka!
It is very Blair Witch.
Says the diamond.
Alright. So, I don't think we can charge it again and find another thing. But I do think what we can do is now Nancy knows that we take the medallions and we go down this hallway by her room. And when we put the different medallions in, we get different things. And I think I need to... Let me take a note of these two, the moon and the teardrop. My pen doesn't feel like writing today. I'm gonna ask Hotchkiss about what that means, because Nancy doesn't speak... Well, sometimes she speaks some French, and then sometimes she knows, like, no French. It's very inconsistent. Same thing with this. I see a star and a crown. And then we don't have the third medallion yet. The green one. I think it's green, if I'm remembering. Yes, I'm left-handed. In the handy-dandy notebook, yes. Still better than Blair Witch. I always got so bored watching Blair Witch, and I always just thought it was my ADHD. Get very easily distracted watching movies sometimes.
Hello, my fellow night owl. Or perhaps
Hi.
I should say hoot hoot. Ooh, did you find anything of interest in my room?
I did pop in there, though interesting doesn't
Wish I could pull off the green eyeshadow like she's rocking that eyeshadow.
Back another time?
Of course not. Pop in all you like, just not when I'm working.
Aw. So cute. Your niece is... Did you say your niece is, like, obsessed with all the books right now? I love it. Oh, yay! Lefties unite!
See, well, espoir is hope. And
Yes, she has a great voice
is
actor.
to search. Hope to those who search.
The lady that voices Hotchkiss voices a ton of other characters, and you would never, ever know. I'm gonna have to look up her credits before I get on the next stream, because she does so many different voices, and it's actually impressive.
Can you tell me what this means in English?
Like, they had a very small cast voicing all of these characters, and it's great.
Well, trouver is to find, and solution is just like it sounds. Solution. The solution is
She does look
found
like Angela
within.
Lansbury.
I saw a letter on your desk from your friend, the Baroness von
Yeah,
Hasseldorf.
they didn't have a ton of voice actors, so you see voice actors being reused over and over, and some voice actors are really good and you would never know.
No, where did you hear such a thing?
Yeah, true, I guess
My
Angela
medallion
Lansbury
had a
isn't
green
redhead,
stone
but
in it.
she's more
Anything else would
blonde,
be a
but
mere
yeah,
imposter,
same vibe.
A flaming faker, do you hear me?
Alright, so that's interesting. She said hers has a green stone, her medallion, but the one that we found in her room has a blue stone.
What do you think of Lisa Ostrom?
That Leslie, yes, oh, a real dynamo.
Lefty as a
but-
kid, but went to Catholic
Oh,
grade
I
school,
told
no, not
Chester
all.
that I would
Yeah,
not
my mom
learn
was
maid
taught to be
service during
right-handed,
our
but she's
stay.
naturally
I
very
wonder why she
left-handed.
didn't get the
I
message.
don't know why that matters.
I found something that I think you'll be very interested in. It seems to be some kind of journal. I think it was written by Marie Antoinette herself.
What? Let me see that. This is it. I've been trying to track this down for 15 years. Where on earth did you find it?
Oh, I zoned out and I was looking at the chat, and now Kiss is about to cry.
Well, it's a long story, but I happened to find a way into the Queen's Tower, where I happened to find a secret compartment. I think this must be what the Vandal was after.
Nancy, I must warn you. I'll wrestle you for this if I have to, and it won't be pretty.
There's an episode of Murder, She Wrote where Jessica helps her cousin who's also played... Oh, yes, I remember this. Yeah. I probably will end up covering episodes of Murder, She Wrote at some point. It's something that Pushing Up Roses has done very well, and I don't want to, like, steal her thunder, but I really have things to say about some of these episodes of Murder, She Wrote, so I'm probably going to end up
You're fluent in French, aren't you?
covering them at some
Absolutely,
point.
I'll get to work on it right away.
Anybody remember the one
I'll
where...
have the translation ready in my room for you this time tomorrow. Until then, I mustn't be disturbed.
Okay, so she's gone. She's translating the book. So yeah, we come back tomorrow, and then we find out what the book is all about. Do Murder, She Wrote. I love Murder, She Wrote. I watch it still to this day with my grandmother a lot. Does anybody remember the one where they were like, hey, what if the dog was the murderer? And it's like, my favorite thing about that episode is that it was only like the 5th episode they ever made. So like 5 episodes in, and they were like, I don't know, what if the dog did it? I don't know. Hallmark Movies and Mysteries are also mystery. Ooh, Kelly Martin. I've actually never seen that, but I will look into it. Oh no! Nobody feel pressured to do super chats. I enabled it because it was YouTube was like, hey, this is a thing now, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. But I do not feel obligated to use it. It's fine. It's really fine. I appreciate you all just being here. Seriously, everybody just sitting here and chilling with me while I play Nancy Drew games is quite enough. It was the 5th episode, I remember that, but I'm sure it would not. Yeah, it was only the 5th episode. Like, they were already, like, just like, what if the dog did it? Andrea from... Oh, cool. Yeah, I will check that out. I feel like that's something that if I asked my grandmother's the aficionado of Hallmark, I feel like she would know all about it.
Translated the entire journal. It's fabulous.
Diagnosis Murder is another favorite of mine. Oh my god, there's so many episodes of Diagnosis Murder that I want to talk about.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
She's like, I've made this historic discovery. Nancy's like, I don't care.
So exciting about your discovery. I wonder what it will lead to.
See you soon.
Goodbye.
Do you guys remember the episode of Murder, She Wrote where Jesse is, like, sure that he was abducted by aliens? And then there's, like, a whole episode where they go after Scientology, but they don't call it Scientology, but that's obviously what they're talking about. Diagnosis Murder was wild. Very, very funny. Where am I going? Oh, I have to go to her room to see what she did with the translation. Okay.
I can figure out what those symbols in the stained glass mean, but the message doesn't make much sense. I wonder if I'm missing something.
You are. You're missing a medallion. It's fine. Okay. Alright, so she translated Marie Antoinette's journal. Who wants a dramatic reading of an excerpt of Marie Antoinette's supposed journal? So that reading as the cast of Leave It to Beaver. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Or maybe I did and I just didn't realize that it was the cast of Leave It to Beaver. I'll look for that one. I love Dick Van Dyke. I also want to start covering episodes of the Dick Van Dyke Show because I think Dick Van Dyke is just adorable. My husband is like an impossible child. Is she talking about King Louis? Because that's hilarious. I still cannot believe Louis bought this tiara when the French economy is in so much trouble. I told him I didn't want it. What expect me to do with it? I cannot wear it. The people hate me already. They call me Madame Deficit. Country's debt were all my fault. Embarrass him publicly now. He and I appear divided. The mob will erupt. Well, spoiler alert, that's going to happen anyway. Overthrow the monarchy. The time, 18th of December. I have thought of a plan. I will have the tiara dismantled. There's a dear old jeweler in a village in Rochemont. Will do it for me. I trust him with my life. The diamond is worth untold millions and must be returned to the French people, but not now, not while the country is turning on itself. Extraordinary person. I don't believe it will happen until the wounds of this revolution have healed. Tomorrow I'll have my portrait painted by the great Marcel. That must have been the big portrait that we saw before. I will not wear the tiara. Louis is furious. Blah, 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 blah. My own court. Thinks viciously of me. Honor, loyalty. Oh. Oh. What episode of history of that necklace? Also Victoria. Oh. Yes, I love Victoria Rowell. She was one of my favorite parts of Diagnosis Murder. Yeah, so this is... So she basically had this tiara that she didn't want, and she was like, my stupid husband doesn't know that everybody hates me. I don't want to wear this tiara, so she dismantled it, and out of the tiara, she made these 3 medallions. Well, the 2 that we have plus 1 that we haven't found, and then she also took the giant diamond and hid it. So there's like a huge treasure. So we're on a treasure hunt, and clearly somebody, the bad guy, is after the treasure. Watch the 3 Diagnosis Murder pilot films. Ooh, there's 3 of them? I had no idea. I do need to watch that. I do need to watch that for sure. I grew up with Diagnosis Murder. Loved that show. Suspicious that the translation was made by someone who wants to reframe Marie Antoinette and alliance as much with her intention. True, 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 true. She does have a bias for Marie Antoinette, so it is interesting. However, she's talking about these things, so for our sake, let's hope that it's accurate, because I have a feeling we're going to need to remember some of this for a puzzle later.
Hi there, Nancy.
I thought I could talk to her about the
soon.
translation.
Goodbye.
Grossology is a sort of mystery series. I haven't looked into that either. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't, like, actually, like, watched or, you know, anything. But I know that they exist. She won't talk to me. Let me just skip to daytime. Daytime, but, like, you know. Skip to, like, 10 in the morning. Sycamore Street, Twisted. Cool. I'll definitely look those up. Yeah, now I just want to do videos on Murder, She Wrote, and Diagnosis Murder. Excuse me. I was super duper into mystery shows like that as a kid.
Hey there, Nancy.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Bye. Okay. Will anybody talk to me?
Glad you came down to talk.
Oh.
Get this. I saw Dexter walking out to the maintenance shack with this, like, green ornament thing in his hand. He's up to something, right?
Huh.
Maybe you should check it out.
If you're so interested, why don't you go check it out yourself?
I'd love to, but I really should get to work on my article.
Interesting. This feels like another trap.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Later, Nancy.
She saw Dexter going out to the shed with a green ornament when we're clearly looking for the 3rd green medallion. Oh, I didn't realize that it was technically a spin-off. I love his character. I love Mark Sloan. Get Smart video. Yes. I want to do a video on Get Smart. I also want to do, and I cannot track the episodes down anywhere, but you know how the movie Man from U.N.C.L.E. is based off of
Look, keep the stupid medallion. It's yours.
an old TV show? I want to cover some of those episodes from the original TV show, and I just can't find it anywhere. I think that'd be fascinating. Doc still won't talk to us. Okay. Medallion. Where's a medallion? Where is it? Oh, it's a little mouse or rat or something. Coraline video. Yes, I love Coraline. There is a crossover with Matlock. I've seen the crossover with Matlock. That's a great episode. There it is. We have the third medallion. We get the yay, you did a thing music. You know, the rat had the medallion. Let's just not talk about that. Get Smart is probably streamed somewhere. Man from U.N.C.L.E. is apparently not. Oh, guys, I'm locked out. I got locked out. Alright, well, hang on. Hang on. Very suspicious that Lisa sent us out here and then we get locked out. Right? Is that just me? Am I just a suspicious person? So this has to be down 3, this one down 1, and this one down 2. Ah! Did I do it? I did it!
What the?
Yeah, extremely sus.
What's going on out here? Is that you, Nancy? Come inside. It's freezing out here.
I know,
What kind
that's
of
why
stuff
I
was
did it.
that, Missy?
No, I don't remember that, but now I'm gonna look for it. I need to do more Beyond Belief. Those are videos that are coming soon. Because everybody loves when I do Beyond Belief, and I love Beyond
Well, then,
Belief, so.
What can I say except good thinking?
Yeah, you don't have any right to be mad at us, dude. We literally were about to freeze. Lisa, what the hell, man?
Nancy, I heard you got locked out. You could have frozen to death. So, what was Dexter hiding out there?
I don't know. It just looked like your average maintenance shed to me. So, next time you give me a hot tip, Lisa, it better come with some earmuffs.
Huh, I thought for sure I was onto something.
Okay, so when Jacques
I
sends us
still think
somewhere,
Dexter's
we get
shady.
knocked out. When
I'd keep
Lisa
an eye
sends
on
us
him
somewhere,
if I were
we
you.
get locked outside in the cold. Like, what the hell, guys?
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Alright, what am I doing? Gotta go find the third message now that I have the third medallion. Hotchkiss is writing again. Wonder at what point of My Immortal she's at right now. Where her genius works. Alright, I see a little arrow thing and a snowflake. Mystery Hunters. Oh, that's an unlocked memory. Yeah. See, I love running the channel because people remind me of things that I forgot about, and I'm just like, wow, I haven't thought about that in forever. Alright, I'm gonna skip to nighttime again because I need to go and snoop in Hotchkiss's room and probably try to talk to her again. She's probably describing her 500th Gothic outfit. Yes, probably. Truth or scare? Thank you. I'm going to look into that immediately because that sounds fantastic. Truth or scare? Was it like Beyond Belief where like they had multiple stories and you had to guess? Like, was it formatted the same way? Looking forward to the next whodunit. Me too. I gotta get together with Natasha and figure out when she wants to do that because that episode is gonna be intense.
Hi there, Nancy.
Can you translate this for me? Le diamant de misère dans mon journal.
Now, where the heck have I seen that phrase before? Well, anyway, it means the diamond of misery in my journal.
See you soon.
Righto.
It's weird that we can't talk to her about the translation once we've read it. We can't be like, wow, it's crazy about the tiara thing, right? Like, you'd think Nancy would want some more information. Definitely multiple stories. Can't remember if you had to guess or not. Interesting. I will look into it.
I think I see what the symbols in the stained glass mean now. Let's see. Purple rose, whole diamond, key of queen. But where have I seen
Interesting.
a purple rose? And what's a diamond key?
Hey, I think we're getting close to end of game territory, guys. Who's ready to solve a mystery? I'm gonna make sure that I didn't forget anything. They mostly bullshit, like Beyond Belief. I'm gonna let me call Nancy's friends one more time since I won't be able to after this, because I think I'm literally about to go into end of game mode. At least Bess and George. I haven't decided if I feel like talking to Ned. Dave, thank you.
Hello?
Hi, it's me.
How's it going, Nancy? Are things calming down around the castle?
Not unless you find it calming to climb out of a stuck elevator.
If I, at least the good thing is if I die, I always get a second
Well, that's
chance,
what I
but
thought.
saving it is
Until I
helpful
talked to
just because
Dexter,
they're
they said
old
it was
games,
probably
and
the
if
power
it were to
switch in
dump
the
me out, I
But
won't have to
Nancy,
replay a
how
whole
could
thing.
the power switch just go off while you were in the elevator?
Maybe someone turned it off. But why?
That's what I'm wondering.
How did you climb out anyway?
I climbed through a hatch in the roof of the cab and just barely made it up to the next floor.
So you were standing on top of the elevator in the open shaft? Way up high? Ugh, just the thought of it makes my stomach do somersaults.
Anything interesting in the elevator shaft?
Just a metal ladder leading up to this ventilation duct or something. Nothing unusual, except that the cover for the duct looked like it was about to fall off.
Maybe someone needed to inspect the duct and forgot to replace
Sorry,
the grate?
I
Or
keep forgetting
maybe
to scroll.
the duct leads somewhere, like to buried gold, or a hidden...
Bess, that was Nancy's last case. She's in Wisconsin now, not San Francisco.
This is so weird.
They're like, yeah, the chances of her finding gold in an old house twice in a row are
But
probably
she
low.
says her medallion had a
Even for Nancy
greenstone.
Drew.
Wow, Nancy. Sounds like you need a personal medallion assistant just to keep track.
You're not kidding. But does this mean that Hotchkiss is the one who conked me over the head? Do you think I should return Jacques' medallion to him?
For now, you should keep
Not that,
all
Cameron,
of
but
your
I
discoveries
should.
to yourself, Nancy.
Except tell us everything, of course.
Oh, I'm glad that the stream is chill for everybody. I really am.
I found Ezra Wickford's secret garden. You'll never
Live
guess
streaming
what
is something that
Dexter's
it's taken me a lot of time to like get used to the
rabbit's
idea of
foot?
doing because it
Green
used to
leprechaun?
absolutely
again.
terrify me.
A medallion with a
And
red
I've had a
stone
lot
in
of
it.
fun doing these
Do you think
streams,
I should
so
give it back to
thank you
Dexter?
guys for
Oh,
being
yeah.
chill. I
Like, honesty
appreciate
is the
it.
best policy with creepy convicts.
I think George is politely trying to say that you should find out what the medallion's for before you breathe a word of it to anyone. You'll probably need it to solve this mystery.
Well, we can keep doing them. We've got a lot more Nancy Drew games to do. And I'm sure there are
Okay, you two.
lots of
I'll talk to
other
you soon.
nostalgic puzzly games to play. We should also play some of the... Alright, fine, I'll call Ned. Some of the old Professor Layton games would also be fun. An answering machine on a landline, right? Thanks for not being a douche YouTuber. I try my very best.
Well, hello there. I sure hope you can help.
I'm trying real
Nancy, I thought
hard.
it might be you. What's up?
According to the decoder, the symbols in the stained glass window mean purple rose holds diamond key of queen.
Purple rose, diamond key.
What do you think that's supposed to mean?
Well, it's probably safe
Right
to
now
say
everybody's
that
seen
any
Charlie's
real
face,
rose from
doesn't
Marie
it? Can't you just
Antoinette's
not...
time
You
is
just picture
wilted and
Charlie,
gone by
right?
now, right? So maybe it's a
From the last
picture
game.
of a rose you're looking for. Something hidden behind a picture. And I don't know
Oh,
what a
I
diamond
take that as
key
such a
is,
huge compliment.
unless
Rachel is one of my
maybe it means
favorite
key
YouTubers
to
of
the
all
diamond.
time.
How do you think Ezra Whitford
She's
got
so
his hands on
talented.
Marie Antoinette's red medallion?
Maybe Monsieur
Just
Leboeuf
being
took it
mentioned
from Marie
alongside her
and
name is
passed
a
it to
huge
Lorraine.
compliment.
And then Wickford
love
bought
her.
it from Leboeuf's family when he bought the library.
What do you think hope to those who search means?
Picture
Well,
Ned
it's pretty
blonde.
cryptic.
Interesting.
But it sounds like whoever left the message wanted to encourage the curious. Like you, Nancy.
What do you think
Even remember if
diamond
the...
of
I'm
misery
sure in the
my
books they tell
journey
us at least a
means?
little bit what
Marie
Ned looks
Antoinette's
like, but I
about the
can never
only person
remember.
I ever heard of who could be made miserable by a diamond. She wouldn't actually be able to hide it in the pages of her journal, but maybe she wrote about
Yeah,
it.
no
Or
shit,
maybe
Ned.
the journal
Thank you
tells
for
where
that.
it is.
Bye, Ned.
Bye.
Alright, bye everybody. Let's go solve a mystery. Yeah, Dexter definitely needs therapy. I hope he's alright, unless he's a criminal. And then I hope he's alright and in jail.
Nancy.
Sure how meme stream would work. I remember saying that we should do that and not knowing logistics. Come up, I think it was at the end of the charity stream when I did the Cuphead charity stream. I just was looking up different things and like memes to show everybody. It looks like he adopted by Batman, black hair, blue eyes. Yeah, that's how I picture Ned too. The actors from the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys show, these characters. Yes. I haven't covered that show in a long time. I've been thinking about it. Oh, you mean sending content to me to react to? Yeah, I'll have to think about it. I assume it'll be something like that. Yeah, I'll have to actually plan that one out. Where am I going? What am I doing? I'm trying to get into I gotta get into the library. The library so that I can get into the vent, so that I can get into the elevator shaft, so that I can get into the secret tower. Go all the way back. How many times have we had to do this whole process? It's been a lot. Guess nobody uses the elevator but me, because it's always exactly where I left it. I still feel like one of these times Nancy's gonna like fall through and into somebody's through somebody's ceiling. Dexter's just gonna be like, what the hell? Is there a teenager in my vent? Oh. Damn. Always the last one that I pick. Ooh, new shiny in Pokemon Go. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while. I used to be absolutely obsessed. Like, obsessed. Yeah, I keep my brain knows that time zones are a thing. Obviously, Australia is a very different time zone, but I was just like, my brain just thought, you're looking for Pokemon out in the dark? Because it's like 9:46 here, and then my brain had to catch up and be like, nope, nope, time zones. Time zones are a thing, brain. Alright, thankfully I don't have to redo the stairs puzzle, although it's not that bad. But up the stairs. Feels like Nancy could fall very easily. Remember we read the thing about Purple Rose? I think that's why you grab this, right? And you chip off the tiles. Yep. Just casually deface that. Yeah, right? I feel like everybody wants to quit. Yeah, I haven't played the game since they made all the updates. Okay, I don't remember. I know that this thing goes here in the middle, but I absolutely forget where the other three go. And I probably should have figured that out. But now I'm just going to guess and check because I'm all the way up here.
Looks like a keyhole of some sort.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so let's try the green one down here and the blue one up here.
Looks like a keyhole of
Alright,
some
let's try the
sorts.
red one over here. And the blue one there. There we go! End of the game!
The diamond!
Woo! Will you look at that sparkly rock? And
Uh-oh!
me without my
That is a
sunglasses.
giant
Hi,
diamond.
Lisa.
Lisa,
How did
I
you get in
knew!
here?
I
followed you, of
knew
course.
you locked me
Turns out
outside.
a nosy, goody-two-shoes detective is good to have around after all. Now, why don't you toss me that big honkin' diamond so I can blow this popsicle stand and never set foot in lame-o, Wisconsin again?
Lisa,
Gotta drag
you must be
Wisconsin while
kidding.
you're here?
This
Jeez.
diamond belongs in a museum in France.
Yeah? Well, I belong in the lap of
All I
luxury,
relate to that,
and
my
diamond's
ADHD
gonna
goes
get me there.
crazy.
Hasn't anybody ever told you to mind your own business?
Oh, many times.
Well, maybe this time you'll learn.
What? Oh my god, we're getting pepper sprayed!
Don't worry.
Good
My
lord.
spicy devil villain venom won't last for long. But I'm afraid by
Spicy
the time you
devil
get your
villain
eye back,
venom.
You'll have missed my grand exit.
Like something that, you know, what's his name from Hot Ones would come out with. It sounds like a Hot Ones thing.
So you're the one who trapped me in the elevator.
Ooh, you are a smarty pants. But let's not forget about your little frostbite incident. I'm the rotten friend who lost
This is
you
like
outside too,
Incredibles.
you know?
You
Just
got
trying
me
to keep you on your toes,
monologuing.
Nancy.
I can't
Didn't want you to
believe
get
it.
soft on your vacation.
Are you the one who conked me on the head in the locker room?
Ouch.
Kind of
I
pepper
bet
spray name is that?
hurt.
I have no
But I
idea.
had to get the medallion somehow, didn't I? I hope we can still be friends.
Amos Dexter.
Why did you leave Jacques' medallion at Hotchkiss's room? And Hotchkiss's medallion out in the shed?
To spread suspicion around, of course. You know, to play with your mind.
Ugh.
Plus, I was at a dead end. I got the 2 messages from the stained glass window, but then what? I knew you would figure it out, so I decided to put the medallions in your hands and let you lead the way.
Why did you have to vandalize that beautiful library?
Just a little translation mix-up. When I read the message from Hotchkiss's medallion, I thought it meant Diamond of Misery in the library. Whoops. Guess I went a little overboard looking for it in there.
Yeah, I'd
Anyway,
say so. There's a
enough with
pretty
the
big
questions,
hole.
Nancy. You'll just have to read the rest in the papers.
Wait, what? Oh god.
I've got to stop her.
You... Or push that. What? Oh, that took the stairs away.
It
Oh,
stinks down here.
that's unfortunate for her.
It's all moldy. Darn you, Nancy Drew. You're the worst friend a diamond thief could ever have.
Yeah, we literally kept her monologuing long enough for the spicy devil villain venom to wear off.
Everyone at Wickford Castle is
Did you almost become friends with Lisa, really? I don't think you guys were ever going to be great friends,
The
Nancy.
journal, the diamond, and the medallions are all going to be featured in a new Marie Antoinette exhibit in Paris. And it looks like everyone will be rewarded. Except Lisa, of course. First, she missed her plane to Rio, and now she's going to be charged with attempted grand theft. Professor Hotchkiss is thrilled because the French government has granted her permission to publish Marie's journal in the U.S. before it gets returned to France. This ought to help prove her theory about Marie's character once and for all. Thanks to Jacques and his great-grandfather's efforts to find the journal, the Brunet name is being celebrated all over France. In the meantime, Jacques and Isabel have eloped. It's so romantic. I showed Dexter the poem that Ezra Wickford wrote him, and he was relieved to know that his old pop didn't carry any hard feelings to his grave.
Aw.
All the talk
Maybe
shows
he
about
will go to
Dexter
therapy
tell the
now.
story on national television, but he keeps turning them down. I guess he doesn't want to be famous or infamous. But when Christy Lane called and asked Dexter to be her business partner, he accepted. With her business sense and Dexter's expert knowledge of the castle, I think they'll make a great team. So, you know what they say, Dad? Il n'est jamais trop tard de changer l'histoire. It's never
Oh,
too
you
late
can
to
speak
change
French
history.
now. I see how it
Me,
goes.
I'm determined to go out and enjoy this snow before some other case comes up. See you soon. Love, Nancy.
Well, 2 cases in the same castle would be a lot even for Nancy. We did it! We did it, you guys! We solved game number 4! Thank you all for your help and hanging out. Nancy's character arc, I learned French, yes. That's her big moment. Yes, we did it. We solved the game. Alright, so we've done Secrets Can Kill, Stay Tuned for Danger, Message on a Haunted Mansion, and now Treasure in the Royal Tower. Yay! I will have to watch that. I never have. We did it. We did it. Yes. So the next game would be game number 5. That's the final scene. That game is so interesting because it is the games number 5 and 6 have these weird little bugs in the game where I have to get creative to play them on the computer, which I do. And so I'll show you what I mean when I stream tomorrow. They run mostly fine, but there's just like this one little part where I have to like bargain with the game to get it to run. So that should be very fun to watch me figure out live on stream. So assuming that I still contribute to moral support, and I appreciate that. You guys all are super helpful with all these puzzles. Just helps to have the encouragement, if nothing else, but I appreciate all of you, so thank you guys for being here. I guess I'll end this stream here, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next game, if everybody's interested in that. If you didn't die half a dozen times, I mean, it's probably going to happen at some point. There's a lot of games in this series, and some of them I'm not as good at. There will be a lot of death scenes, but yeah. See, do I know how to use the other hotkeys? Yay! The hotkeys still work! We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna get off and do some editing for the video that I am currently working on, like the main video, so. Hey, Chris! Just hopping off, but thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Loving these streams, already hyped for the next one. Me too! See you on the next stream. Yeah. Sorry, Chris, I know you just got here, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Sorry, Chris. It'll be up for replay if you're interested in seeing the replay VOD, but yeah. I'm about to hop off and go do some editing. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. So, It's the easiest win of an ending ever. Yeah, that ending is not, the ending is not challenging at all. Although, it kind of makes up for the fact that Stay Tuned for Danger is the most terrifying thing ever. So there's that. But yeah, it ends very quickly. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for game number 5. Thank you for being here. I'm going to say goodnight. And I will see you soon. Bye.